got a question now. Sean got a question now. But first, what up, peoples? Welcome back to I Said
What's
It,
up? What's up?
the
What's up? What is up?
podcast for all things sports, the podcast for the fans and by us, the fans. We are live. I am your co-host, Chris, and I got the entire crew with me today. What up, y'all?
What's
What's
up?
up? What's up? What's up?
Nothing much, man. Nothing much. Just a lot of things going on in the world of sports, and we got to cover all of it. So, obviously, college football is up for grabs. We're going to go over the ruling that I think it was the House,
Hmm.
the official ruling
Oh, the
because it was the
upholding
House.
the college players
Yes,
getting paid.
yes, the college players getting
Directly
paid.
from the school.
Directly from the schools now. So they upholded that
So they
due
are now
to
employees.
they are now
Technically,
employees.
yep.
Technically, they are now employees. So we're going to go over what that entails and a little bit of some of the details that has trickled out from that. Um, we're going to go over who we feel like is the best college conference as far as football is concerned, in college sports and NBA finals. You know, we got to talk about the NBA finals. If you ain't watching it, you're playing yourself. And y'all know it's America's favorite game. Breyonna's trivia. We have no idea what she's gonna pull out her hat. So I don't know what game we're gonna be playing, but just enjoy it and play along with us because we have fun and y'all should have fun. So, all right. So first thing we're gonna hit is the ruling. It is the House versus the NCAA. Um, they were sued and you can say that they won. They just approved everything. So apparently, it says now for the first time starting July 1st, 2025, Division One college football teams will are allowed to directly
Pay the
pay
players.
student athletes for the first time starting July 1st. This is reportedly approved by in a settlement from in the House versus the NCAA lawsuit. Um, Schools now have the opportunity, or they can now pay the players up to. They're going to basically have a salary cap, so the schools can share in revenue with the players. It says in the media rights and the ticket sales with the
Damn.
athletes,
Hmm.
um, primarily up to $20.5 million per school
Hmm.
in the academic year 2025 through 2026. Okay. It says the revenue sharing. Okay, let me use it. Department of yeah. So the the revenue sharing is through the athletic department. Is how this is going to take place. They also a lot of players that were in the lawsuit got a settlement, which is the NCAA have to pay back $2.8 billion payout to current and former athletes who were not able to earn money while they were in school.
Now, how
All
far
right.
back they going though?
See, I think they only went back 20 years. And then obviously though that came
Hmm.
with more lawsuits. So this was like the
Yeah, that's
first
what I said.
suit.
That's gonna open up a
Everything.
bigger door because a
Yeah, it's
motherfucker like
and it
Vince
did.
Young deserve more money than PD Jack.
Yeah.
And
Reggie
it did.
Bush
'Cause
deserved
I,
about a quarter
I
of
Yeah,
only
the
you
think
bad
feel me?
I
damn
think
check.
they
So
went,
that's
yeah.
gonna open up a bigger
See,
door.
I think they only went back, I want to say 10 to 15 years. I want to say it was 10 to 15 because I knew that as soon as that happened, that I think Reggie Bush and a couple of the other
All the
players
old
started
heads
went
gonna say,
ahead.
"Where my money?"
Yeah,
Yep.
where's my money? So that is concerned. So also the NIL agreements. It says that the settlement also clarifies the rules around the name, image, and likeness NIL agreements, allowing athletes to earn from endorsements and other commercial opportunities. So, what that means is the schools are going to pay them up to in a cap of 20.5 million dollars. Then the players can also go and get outside endorsements and
Yeah.
they can get paid like that. But they also have what they call a clearinghouse. So this is what we were talking about the last time we were talking about this. Remember, like, well, how are they going to do this if they only going to cap them? So the school can only pay them the entire team $20.5 million, right? And that's for the entire. I think this is for the entire athletic department,
Something
right?
about
Which
that
is
don't
crazy.
sound right.
It. I'm just reading what it says here. It says
I
it's
guess
this
Them
twenty point
capping the
five
money
is
like that is like for real.
yes.
I guess maybe the way they looking at it is every school probably has the one breadwinner,
Mm-hmm.
and then everybody else just kind of fall in line after that. I guess.
Yeah.
I
So the
guess
only
we'll see. I guess you'll see when it comes to. Oh, go ahead, Chris. I'll let you finish.
But yeah, basically what they're doing as far as the name, image, and likeness, you can still earn your money outside. It's just that instead of everybody getting all this stuff through NIL deals, through like the what you got, like the little
The collectives,
side
the
collectives and
collectives,
stuff
yeah.
like that, they're all so they're all going to be getting paid from the actual school. So the collectives aren't really going to go away. They're just going to be more people that just going to be they're going to do the same thing, try to raise money to be able to pay the athletes, and but that part is not going to count towards the actual budget as far as like the school is concerned, right? As
Hmm.
far as what this says. But here's the thing, and this is where I think this is going to cause a tizzy. um the NIL deals are all going to go through a clearinghouse, okay?
Hmm.
Through that clearinghouse they have to approve the NIL deal.
The clearinghouse,
um
like the same people that had to used to clear you for like school. That
Well, this is a
clearinghouse,
no. This is a different
they're making up a
clearinghouse.
new one
It's a
just
new
for
one. It's gonna be
NIL.
yeah. It's gonna be it's basically like a new body instead of the NCAA that's gonna be over this.
So now
So
somebody got
Because
to vet
now,
your deal. They got
oh
to see
yeah,
if your
because
deal is
they have to
above
see your
board or not.
yeah,
to try to avoid like shady deals and stuff like that. That's what this is what they're
protect
trying
the
to
player
avoid.
and the
Which
school.
correct. So the clearinghouse is have to improve that deal. Now here's the thing. This is where I think some people are gonna sue. They're going to evaluate the deal that you get based on your popularity, meaning how many followers do you have? How many people know who you are?
Oh yeah,
Things like
no,
that.
that's not
Yeah,
cool.
things like that. So if somebody, so say for instance, tight end that nobody's ever heard of, all of a sudden got a $20 million endorsement deal, and nobody know who he is, but he got the $20 million endorsement deal through the University of Miami. Let's say the University of Ohio. Let's do that, right? And that has to go through the clearinghouse. But the clearinghouse is going to look at your popularity, all those things to see, hey, you're not really worth what they're paying you here, what they're saying they're going to pay
Yes,
you here.
because they
You
got to get
you can
return
take
on
that.
investment.
Right. They said you can take that deal, but you're going to be ineligible. So you can't
Mm,
play. Exactly. So
mm.
they have to deem you worth the money that they're saying that they're going
That
to
ain't
pay
right,
you.
man. That ain't how
Hey,
money work, is it? Because everybody be
that
always saying
I
you don't. It
understand.
ain't what
See,
you
and
worth; it's
that's the
what you
thing.
can get. Like that ain't.
It's what you can get. So what they're saying is that the clearinghouse has to deem that that is not a shady deal. So basically, they're saying that. So basically, some kid out of high school is not going to be getting no $4 million because don't nobody know who this kid is. You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
if you're not like top, if you're not like top 100 recruit in the country, yeah, you ain't gonna get one of them deals like Buddy probably just got
Yeah, you're not gonna
that
get
he
no
got when he
Shador
went to
or Eli
Tennessee.
Manning deal. Not Eli Manning, but Arch Manning deal. You're not.
Arch
Yeah,
Manning.
you're not gonna get no Arch Manning deal.
Yeah,
You're
if you're
not gonna get
not
no
Arch
CJ
Manning,
Stroud
you're
deal.
not gonna get that kind of money.
Yeah, you're not gonna get
It's
that kind of
Yeah,
money.
Arch Manning got Arch Manning. He got Manning money, dude. He got
Yeah,
name
but
money.
yeah, and
also,
name recognition just because his last name is
but they
Manning.
Yeah.
see this is also where I feel what they gonna do with the people that do get the names, like your Arch Mannings. They gonna start
Hmm.
using it as a tool to be like, hey man, if you want a good team, we got to spread this money around.
Yep.
You getting paid from Adidas, And whatever these big
Mhm.
sponsors is, they're gonna be like, hey, you can sacrifice some of that bread. So
Mhm.
at least I feel like that's what's gonna happen if we starting a discussion. I think that's gonna be the biggest thing. It's gonna be
Mhm.
like, oh yeah, bro, if you getting all these endorsements, you got 4 million followers. I don't gotta give you $2 million, man. I can give you 600,000, and I can bring in some more recruits. I can give you 1 million, and I can bring in more recruits because you ain't gonna be hurting for the bread. Because the way I see it, it ain't like the NFL. These niggas lucky if they keep these dudes on their team for 3 years,
Right.
Mhm.
especially now because people gonna be chasing the bag. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's kind of how it's gonna go. It's gonna be some good and some bad. I do like the fact that they got the little board in place to make sure that nobody's getting fucked over. I mean, nobody worry about these schools just making us billions of dollars every year. But to make sure these schools not fucking over these kids, I feel like that is gonna help a lot. But yeah, I feel like this is also a way that the NCAA can quote unquote have their hands around the money, kinda. You know what I'm saying? Or at least some part of it.
They do
You know
like the
what I'm
money.
saying? Yeah. So that way they're not taking their hands completely off of the NIL. Like, yeah, you can make your stuff on the side, but hey, this shit right here, this is the part that we know we gonna keep making money on, and that's gonna keep our big machine rolling. So I feel like that's probably like the best that they could do to try to do some shit like that. Because if they didn't, or the NIL money was gonna get crazy. Next
I
thing you
think it
know,
already
these
started to get crazy, bro. That's why. And then the deals was all wild and got some crazy
yeah,
terms, and it needed some oversight. You know what I mean? It's the Wild West out there, and that really was what it was.
But hold on, pause though. So
Mhm.
what they gonna do with like? Because I don't have the accurate numbers, but like
mhm.
Texas, their salary right now is like $30 million. So how you gonna take away money that they already gave the kids? You get what I'm
That's
saying?
not through the school. That's always been through the collectives. The school
Yeah,
And,
never paid them.
and
they
that's
just
the
That
talking
was
thing.
the
about
that's
just the
like the
school
boosters
itself.
essentially. Like the
You gonna
So
boosters was
so
find
paying that money.
that's where I think you gonna find, man, some of these dudes booster clubs about to go outrageous, nigga. That shit about to be crazy. These niggas still gonna places like Texas, Silicon Valley, man, they still gonna find ways to get them kids that money. All that shit do is open up sponsorships, which the schools gonna want anyway, because they gonna be like, hell yeah. I might be sponsored by Russell right now, but I done got motherfucking Exhibit A to come to my school, and he's sponsored by Nike. If I can get enough going with them, I can fuck around and get us a deal.
Right.
I think it's probably gonna work. I feel like that's gonna be a lot of the things. That's what it's gonna be. The booster club is gonna become something more talked about now because you're gonna need more of them people now since they put a hindrance on the school money. You're gonna need a bigger focus on that, these boosters and shit like that.
So what's about to happen is
They're
they're
gonna
about to
funnel
have
the
to make
money
that
through
money
there.
transparent. Like you're gonna have to see
Yep.
it. I feel like eventually they're gonna switch it to a percentage system because like they're gonna talk about each, sport, blah blah blah. But all you gotta do is like take the percentage of the sport you play for. Nobody care about volleyball if I play basketball. I don't care nothing about the swimming team. They can raise whatever money they need to raise on their own. That's how most of them people feel about it anyway. They want the teams to be cool. But if it's about revenue sharing, it's gonna get real football players only.
Yeah. And like I said, depend on what you talking about. Like everybody know Texas Tech ain't winning shit in football, but this fucking softball player from there just made $1 million.
Yeah. Oh, the
Mhm.
sister. Yeah.
But that's
Yeah,
Mhm.
he just
because
made a
they
million
have good
dollars.
they have good baseball teams there. Like
Mhm.
their
Exactly.
baseball is
You know
supported.
and
Like,
that's what I'm saying.
yeah.
That it's gonna be
Different
different for
programs
every
bring in
school.
different
Yeah,
money. I'm assuming some dude from lacrosse probably got a good deal somewhere.
Mhm.
yeah. And it's gonna be like how the schools are gonna wear it. If this girl is bringing in this kind of revenue, You know they gonna sneak some of that shit to the football team because it's football. Versus you got some place like Ohio State, shit, they big football is king.
Right.
They ain't worried about what the fuck basketball got going on or fucking baseball got going on because football already king. But that's what I'm worried about. Like something like that where softball is the most prevalent thing at your school. Are they gonna be getting they due worth because you want to spread the money out to something that might reach a broader audience like football?
Exactly. I think to me, partially from the I understand what you're saying, Sean, as far as like what they already gotten. So a lot of those NIL deals that you're talking about, as far as with Texas, even Ohio State, like the bigger schools, a lot of those kids got front loaded contracts. So your contract is all most of that money has already come, and you got paid out before you even before this ruling came down because they knew it was coming, right? Then
Mhm.
it's something different from the salary cap.
You
But
think so?
yeah, they've
They
been
had to know
reporting.
that they knew it
Yeah,
was
they've been
trending in that
reporting. Yeah,
direction.
They know something
they've
was
been
coming.
they've
Like the
been reporting
NCAA
that
kept
they've
trying to
gotten it
stop it once they
front loaded.
lost their grasp on it. They knew it was something was coming, bro. And then they just
Hmm.
let it be free and they watch how wild it got. And then it was like, all right, fine.
Now,
We need some oversight.
I think that this is a step in the right direction. I understand what they're trying to do,
Yeah, I
but
said this years ago they need to have like a
yes,
salary cap type.
yes,
We had said it's gonna
and
take years
yes,
for them to
we
get it right.
yeah, we understand that this is going to take time, but um what I feel that they need to address here is the recruiting aspect of everything because if it's not supposed to be a pay for play aspect to kids going to these schools and now if you haven't heard a lot of these kids that has gone to these schools and they either a didn't get what they were promised from like the university. I've heard stories from University of Tennessee. One kid is suing the University of Florida right now, a
They got
quarterback
to
Yeah, I
that
start
went
seen
to
putting it in
him.
Arizona
writing. That's
State.
all.
But
That's what
see,
all this is
Yeah,
for.
this
So it'll
is
be in
this
writing,
is part
bro.
of
this
what it's
yeah,
for.
this is also
Also,
what we said was gonna happen. You gonna get
yeah,
some dudes like Arch Manning. Oh, they gonna get that bread. And you gonna get some dudes. They gonna get shitted on by some motherfuckers who was taking advantage.
yeah, and he transferred out of there. So you got those type of things going on, but then you also got the pay for play type of thing. So you got kids that's in so you got kids. So apparently you have kids that are high profile kids where schools were paying the kids that are in high school. Check this out. That were paying the kids that are in high school $10,000 to $20,000 a month to stay committed to their school. And then the kid turns around, decommits, and goes to another school, and they pay them as well. So, first of all, me personally, I don't see the problem with that. I see the problem from the university's perspective, like, oh, we was paying them, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but now you go back, you got to have language in that contract or in that agreement
But see,
that
that's
if
Yeah.
you don't
But
go to
why.
the
see,
school,
That's
you
what
got to
makes
pay
it.
that's
that back.
That's what
And
makes
that's
it
happening too.
unethical, bro. That's like
Yeah, that's happening
unethical,
too.
yeah. But
unethical in
see,
business, bro. That's an unethical
yeah.
business practice.
Yeah,
And that just makes it, it's a two-way street. That's like
yes.
a nigga getting a loan, running off, never paying the loan off. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? It's a two-way street. You might not feel as bad for the university, but should the kids be able to do that? Hell no.
Nah.
But at the same time, with there no structure being in place, as the university, you decided to take that risk at that point. You should have known better. Hey, this kid's still in high school. If you offering, especially if you a big school, if you offering him, you know somebody else offering him.
Right.
This kid could go to any of y'all schools and not be shit, but he just set himself up better than the rest of the 18-year-olds because he done got $200,000 in NIL from teams that think he gonna commit.
And
Can't get
see,
mad. I can't get mad at him for playing the system that could have
no,
played him if he had
no,
went to the wrong place.
no. And if you got to pay a kid $10,000 to stay committed to your school,
You
then what
don't
we
need it.
doing?
That's
You
the
don't
You
need it.
don't need
landscape,
it,
bro.
That
y'all.
yeah,
You saying
what
what
you
we
doing?
doing, what we doing,
What you
that's the
doing?
landscape. They've
No,
been
I
doing that.
understand. Yeah,
I understand
he
they've been
right there
doing that.
too. He right.
I understand that
This
they've been
ain't
doing
new.
that.
It's
They've
This
just
ain't
been
legal
doing
new.
now.
that. That's the
It's
landscape
just
now,
legal.
especially now where you can just tell people you're gonna give them a bunch of money and they believe you, and it's like, all right, and you give them a couple at
Mhm.
first and they think they cool with no contract in place, just a
Yeah.
handshake. That's why they make contracts, bro, because
Yeah, see,
you
and
Only
don't
that
you
and
don't
difference
you
that's
don't
is,
honor the handshake, bro.
yeah, and I still think that this keep schools from being able to stack all them players. It's gonna help.
yes.
It's gonna help level the playing field because now you only got so much money to give around.
Oh, I literally this is kind of going to derail it, but it kind of leads into our next topic. Just watched Joe Clatt talking about because they were asking him about like he was on Colin Cowherd, and he was asked.
Mhm.
They asked him about the fact how the Big Ten teams look totally different than what they did just a few years ago, and the SEC teams used to look this way and that way. And Joe Clatt was the first one that it has a big name that kept it real. The man said, "Hey, the SEC can't stack teams like they did before," which leads to your point that bolsters your point. There is they can't stack teams because let's keep it real. Everybody can pay players now. So I'm not gonna sit on the back of the bench in Georgia trying to wait my turn and getting this little bit of money because I'm not gonna get paid if I'm not playing. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my talents to Michigan State. I'm gonna take my talents to Texas A&M. I'm gonna take my talents
And
wherever I can
and
so
the
I can
biggest
play
thing
and
is,
get paid.
and yeah,
And
the biggest thing
the,
is
the
now.
SEC teams was paying all these players to stack the squads. That's basically what he was saying. That's what he was saying without saying it. You was paying these players to stack the squads, and nobody else was they weren't openly doing it like y'all were doing it in the SEC. So now that everybody has the
Yes,
ability to do it, nobody has a stacked team no more. Nobody has a stacked team for the most part,
what
unless you're
when
in a position to send all these players to the NFL. If like i.e. Ohio State's wide receivers or who LSU's DBs or
but guess
whoever
what?
whatever you playing at a
But
star
the
position at a star school that sends players to NFL
but
or Georgia's defense. Go ahead,
what
D.
also kicks in at that point is the fact that I don't gotta make it to the league at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say
90,
that. Those was my
90.
words.
Yeah, you see the commercial all the time. 90% of NCAA athletes go professional in something other than their sport.
Mm-hmm.
Now I can get this money early. I can set
Mm-hmm.
myself up as a freshman. I can have one good year, make make 1 million from the school. I can make 2, 3 million in endorsements. And if I tear my knee or if I'm just not as good as projected, nigga, I can just get my degree and I'm good. I'm set. I'm still a millionaire and all of
Yeah.
that shit. And I don't gotta have to get to Alabama, like you said, or have to get to Ohio State, or have to get to LSU, or one of these schools that's always in the stupid limelight. I can go to a smaller school and be decent. I might be the best shit this school ever seen, even if I'm just decent, and they gonna pay me the money for it.
That's fair. That's fair. But they obviously they still want to get to the league because that's where the big money at,
I feel you,
right?
but it's no pressure because
Right.
now you cannot make it
Mm-hmm.
to the league and you fuck around, you can still buy your mama a house.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can still move your family out the hood. You can take care of that
Mm-hmm.
baby that you had young. You can set
Mm-hmm.
yourself up for life. You don't
Mm-hmm.
gotta make a
Mm-hmm.
100 million to do that.
Well, see now, even the kids in high school they're getting paid already,
That's what I'm saying.
and
So
so
the motivation might not necessarily be making it to the league. It might just be
there you go,
maximizing what I could get.
maximizing what I can get, obviously. Because I mean, obviously, the big thing at the end of the big thing you're trying to get to that big money, which is in the NFL. You're trying
For
to get to
sure,
that
for
20,
sure, for
30
sure.
million dollars where you really like, all right, I got, yeah, I'm already good. I already got like 10 or 7 or whatever. But if I can sign this contract and I'm gonna give me a $20 million signing bonus, then on top of that $20 million signing bonus, I'm gonna get $40 million over the next 4 years, and that's not even accounting the endorsements that I'm gonna get on top of that,
Yeah,
or
that's
whatever, and the free shit they're gonna give me just because I'm who I am, or
I
you know what I'm saying?
agree,
All of those type of things. That's still
but
the end goal. But you are right. They
yeah, I
don't
think
have
for
to.
somebody, and we see the stories all the time. They go grab this kid. Oh, done had a hard life. Oh, my mama got a lot of kids. Kid probably ain't never really had nothing. Man, this
Hmm.
nigga done made fucking $5 million, and he in his sophomore year of school. He gonna already feel like he made it
Yeah.
because
Hmm.
he did.
Which
You
is
gonna
also
have,
going to lend
yeah,
to
you gonna have the
complacency.
ones that's yeah, but if you getting $5 million before you turn 21, that is okay.
Shit, give me
Hmm.
That is
five
okay.
now, shit.
Exactly. A
Yes,
nigga give you five
exactly.
million right now. Like that is okay. Yeah, you might be could have had 20 million, but now you done gave this person at a young age more money than they thought they could ever see in their whole life, probably.
Right.
Hmm.
And this they already got. The future ain't guaranteed, but this is something that they already earned. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's gonna sway a lot of heads, bro. Like, yeah, I could, but shit, my people's eating good. Shit, I really want to get my degree in physiology or biology or international business or whatever. Shit, my school was paid for. I'm already 3 million, 4 million up. Now I'm about to get my degree, man. Fuck tearing my body up. Yes,
Facts.
yes, yes, Nevada. I'm gonna take the money.
Yep.
Yes, Ohio. I'm gonna take the money.
Yeah, both
Hmm.
Yes,
Jersey.
Coastal Carolina. I'm gonna take the money.
Hmm.
I'm telling you.
Because you got some money to spend. And see, and then now it's going to come to how are you going to put together your roster? Are you going to give all this money to the quarterback?
Mm-mm,
You see what I'm
mm-mm.
saying? Because now it's going to come down to roster building, which now those ADs or whatever you want to call them or
They got
whatever, they're now
GMs now, bro.
GMs. They're GMs now.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? Like, hey, you're a pretty good kid. You're a three-star defensive tackle. You talk about you want $4 million, big dog.
Yeah.
You ain't getting
That's
that
part of
nowhere.
it. Yeah, that's part
You ain't
of
getting that nowhere. And see now you throw these kids into a grown man's situation now. You see what I'm saying?
it. They grown.
So now you grown. You grown. Now you having grown man conversations here. And I know you got your father and your mother there and y'all broke, and I understand. You know what I'm saying? I know you cool. But what I can give you here is an opportunity to make this amount of money. It ain't no $4 million. It's probably like 400,000.
Man, I'm
You know what I'm
35.
saying? Like,
Sign me up right now for
yeah, sign
400,000.
me up. You see what I'm saying? But then you're
Sign me
also,
up.
and the thing of it is, then you're gonna have other schools that's gonna be like, okay, Ohio, like, look, Ohio, and now he got to make the decision to make for the three-star defensive tackle. Like, hey, I've been living in Dayton, Ohio, my whole entire life. I'm broke. Ohio State said they're gonna give me 400,000, but the University of Ohio at Miami said they're gonna give me 700,000.
Mhm.
Do I take the 700
And
and go
you
to
and you
the
might
Miami,
that's what I'm
or do
saying.
I
And
take
you
the
go to
four?
Ohio
And see,
State, you still might have to fight for that four.
you still might have to fight for the four, or you
Them boy
still,
done,
but your opportunity to get to where you're trying to go, which is your ultimate goal, is to get to the big bag.
yeah, I
You
feel
see what I'm
you.
saying?
But if them, what
Now
I
it's you
would
betting on
say in that
yourself.
point, if them niggas are offering you 400,000, you probably ain't
Crazy.
getting that big bag. So if them niggas at
Right.
Miami, Ohio offer you 700,000 and you starting, you go there and ball.
Yes,
Now they
sir.
bump your shit to 1.2, 1.3. Shit, you still won.
Yeah, yeah, you still won. You still want, and that's the great thing. It's just then you're gonna have players that has first, like we already said, it's gonna be interesting to see how these kids are gonna perform even after they get their money and they starting to get paid. They have a great first year. What's your second year looking like? Are you gonna come back in and still be working hard? You still gonna be doing the things that you need to do? Because I feel like now this is really the first real true test, the first class where
Mm-hmm.
everybody is getting paid. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you balled out your first year. What you do the second year? Okay, and now do we adjust your pay now? Because
It's got
you
to
didn't
be like
perform
that because
year
the
two.
lifespan is so short of the kids being at the school. This is at the max, if the kid doesn't get hurt at the max, it's 4 years. If you don't red shirt or if you don't
Mm-hmm.
get a medical red shirt or
Mm-hmm.
whatever like that, and
Yep.
then if these dudes is top guys, shit, that's 3. And that's if they want to stay. That's like you said, Chris, man, this nigga fuck around and go to Miami, Ohio, and all of a sudden he done went super stupid. Now he like, shit, I done threw for 6,500 yards this year. I might make that transfer. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Then he could go,
So
and
teams,
then he can go
yeah,
and try to get that bag, that
teams
other
got
bag at the
teams
big
gonna have to
university.
take
Mm-hmm.
all of that into account. Do
Mm-hmm.
you? I'm gonna ask y'all this. You ain't got to super elaborate, cause I know we're talking about it in a minute. Do you think eventually the kids are gonna need a union?
Yes,
They're
they're
gonna
gonna
need
need
something, but I don't know
representation.
how you're gonna get
Yeah.
all of them together to do it.
Yeah, you there is so many players because it's so many football
Yes.
teams. It's
I
so
mean,
many.
that's
It's over
just
a
football.
hundred.
You gotta think
That's
about it.
just
We just
football.
talking football.
No,
You talking
football.
football, basketball, baseball, volleyball, soccer, lacrosse, depending on where you at, hockey, golf, all of that shit.
See, and then you have to fund, and then when you do all of this, you have to fund that organization that's supposed to have your back, like the Players Association, which they
Yes,
pay
and
into, which people don't think about that too. So some of that money is gone, and this is why getting that big bag is important. You feel what I'm saying? But hey,
mhm.
do the same. Does this player, does player X that plays at Ohio State pays the same amount that the player at
Miami, Ohio.
Miami, Ohio, or Ohio University pays into the organization that represents him? You see what I'm saying? Like, hey, because he's
Hmm.
making a whole lot more money. But hey, y'all professionals now, y'all employees.
Y'all
Everybody got to pay.
co-workers.
Everybody got to,
Y'all
yeah,
co-workers,
co-workers.
dog.
If y'all putting in $100 a paycheck or whatever it is that your NIL deal allows you to get, you got to put in 5%, 3%, or whatever that is. You see what I'm saying? However they gonna split it up. But I do think
Hmm.
that these kids need some representation because that's what the what was it, the University of Northwestern University.
Hmm.
Them kids was trying to do the lacrosse team or whatever team that was trying to, and the football team was trying to be like, hey, we need a union. Let's step up and do a union because we need some representation in
I
these.
thought that was Duke.
No, no, it was Northwestern's football team tried to do a union
Oh yeah, yeah,
if
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not
Gotcha.
mistaken. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I think that might have been Duke's lacrosse team.
I just
It
brought
might
them
have
in
been.
like 5 minutes ago.
I'm trying to think. But you know what I'm saying? The number one pick in the NFL draft is making damn near $50 million. You see what I'm saying? So
I'm saying they say these dudes
that's still the
making crazy
goal.
money. They say Cooper
Oh
Flag
yeah.
makes stupid money this year, bro. Like
Yes.
making this nigga probably made more this year than he might make in his first contract with the league.
Listen, man. They just were talking to Jeremiah Smith because he's on the cover of the new college football 26. Him and
Hmm.
Ryan Williams from Alabama. One of the reporters asked Jeremiah Smith, he's like, hey man, I understand you was big coming out and everybody had big expectations for you coming into Ohio State, but now you've been in here, you're a part of the machine. You are on big time. You're very, very famous. How are you dealing with that? Like, are you realizing that now? Like everybody knows who you are. You're a household name at this point. How are you dealing with that? And he was like, I'm still getting used to it because it's new to me. But I'm a homebody and I'm always stay to myself. But this
Oh,
is
I'm a
this is I didn't expect it to be like this. Yes. But he like, but I'm grateful for it. Obviously, because now you got Gatorade commercials. You see what I'm saying?
I'm
Like you got Gatorade
right.
commercials.
I'm
And
gonna throw
as a 19-year-old.
little tidbit in there because you brought up the college football. Apparently, EA has also struck a deal with the schools that
Yes.
they are going to be extra incentivized based
Yes.
on their school's usability usage in the game.
That's
So
what I
they're
wanted
like
to
for
get about that,
every,
Damn.
guys.
it's
I
like
wanted to
for
get to that.
so many. I don't remember if the number was like 2 million or something. They're like every however many number of games played, they're gonna give the school $50,000.
EA slide a
Yes.
few copies.
Yeah. Hey,
I'm not gonna
we'll
lie.
go live with the EA. You know what I'm saying? EA,
Oh,
come on
that's
now. Throw
what's
us some,
up.
throw us some copies. Throw us some copies. You
Hey,
know, even Brianna can take a copy. You know what I'm saying?
hey, don't worry.
Throw us some
Show
copies.
their face.
Next time I apply,
You know,
next
tell
time I
me,
try to
man.
next time I try to get in one of them play tests, I gotta use yeah, I said it email, man. See if they get us
Bruh.
in there.
Yes. See, and so basically, Sean, what he just said, the more you use a team, EA is going to pay that
The
university
school.
because you are the
Yeah.
more popular university,
Kennesaw
which is
You're
State,
great.
baby. I'm about to rock with y'all.
And
Y'all
see,
need
and that,
all the money.
which is cool is
playing with all the schools from South Carolina.
you see
I
that's
got
what's
them.
cool about what
Coach
they
Shooter, I
decided to
love
do
'em.
there. What they decided to do there, and hopefully they got all the black universities in on this game as
Nah,
well.
nah, nah. So I'm big on the game. So they only added two new teams.
Hmm.
Ah,
I think it was like Missouri State and somebody else.
Yeah, they only
Delaware,
added two new
Delaware,
teams.
Delaware, because they had said like Flacco went there, whatever. But they are still working on getting like the FCS schools because it's still like Division 1 AA type stuff. Like you still got teams.
Yeah.
So
And
it's so
mm-hmm.
many college
it's
teams.
gonna be
Yeah, it's so many, bro. Just in this area alone, just in the Charlotte area, it's other teams like Lenore Ryan, shit like that. That
yeah.
they'll have to add. You know how many
The
other
biggest thing
graphics?
is
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of work for them
also,
to do that. Yeah,
yeah. Also at one point HBCUs came out with their own game. So
I
Yes.
buy that bitch.
it's a lot of, you know, legal stuff that's gotta go on before they could try to do that junk anyway, because the HBCUs had came out with a football game called the HBCU Experience years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I need to look that up. I
Mm-hmm.
ain't never had that.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes. Wait a minute. Didn't the HBC used to be in the old college football, Sean? Or am I tripping?
Yes,
Yes,
yes, yes. Yep,
yes.
Okay.
they
Okay.
was.
I used to
I'm just
play
making
with
sure.
South Carolina State and take them to the
I
championship.
used
Yeah,
to play for Alabama State because we
Alabama
had
State.
win.
Yeah,
Yes,
Yes, I used
I
to
played
play
with
with
Alabama
Grambling.
State
I
because
used to
we had
play with a
win.
lot of teams.
Yes, because I was excited
and
when Central State got
financially, it
there.
will help a lot of those
Oh
teams. But
yes.
man, and you
Hmm.
can still have Joe Smo on. You can have the generic players. Just put the team on there, man.
Yes. Yes. So those universities, because everybody likes to make the small university take the small university to win the national championship. Everybody likes to do that. So those schools will still get it, but obviously, your big schools like little kids is just gonna play with the big schools, the Ohio States, the Michigans, those schools, because that's what they see on every day on TV. So I think that's cool. I did want to get to that, but I'm glad you brought that up, Darius, because I forgot all about that. Um, but yes, that's a cool feature that EA is putting out there. So yeah, we got to move on. So we're gonna move on. Unless Brianna, did you have anything other to say about the players getting paid besides what we said already? Anything you wanted to add? Okay,
She
just
said,
wanted
as
to make
long as
sure.
Florida State ain't paying ukulele, she good.
I mean, quiet as it's kept. Florida State was the one that was paying the kid 10,000 a stay committed. But
Oh
we can move on. We
shit.
can move on. We can move on. Because I be in the
Boo, Florida
recruiting world.
State. All right,
We be in the recruiting world. We can talk a little bit more offline. So
that's big.
moving on to the next topic. We've had this discussion offline. I just wanted to bring it online because we have had this discussion. Um, and that was a good conversation, but I wanted to bring it to the entire panel. Um,
Mhm.
right now, as it stands in college football, what conference is the best conference in college football right now? Heading into the new season 2025-26, what conference is the best conference overall right now?
Oh,
Who you got? And if
Uh,
somebody say the Pac-2, we gotta kick y'all out.
hey, all I'm gonna say is because of the ratio, it weighs heavier. You know what I'm saying?
We gotta kick.
I ain't going first.
Sean, what you thinking, man? What you thinking? Who the best
I mean, if I'm
conference in
only going
college
off of
football?
last year, because that's all we got right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to go with the Big Ten. Big Ten had
Okay.
more guys in the playoffs. We had more teams in the top 10 this year, but I would never sleep on the SEC. Far as if I was to be representing the Big Ten, it's only Big Ten SEC for real. Everybody else is peons.
Hey,
Um,
watch your mouth, boy.
when it comes
Fuck,
to
Man, peons,
when it
cuz.
comes to
fuck
football,
wrong with this nigga.
when it comes to football, not hold on, not saying there's not some dogs in other conferences. But we saying the conferences as a whole. So if I say, hey, so if you got 5 kids and 3 of them motherfuckers bad, y'all got some bad kids. The other 2 good, but y'all got some bad ass kids. You know what I'm
That's a
saying?
good
So
analogy. That's a good analogy. I like that.
the ACC, I give you Miami, Florida State, and occasionally North Carolina. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? But Syracuse, no. Wake Forest, no. NC State, once every 5 years. You know what I'm saying? What else? Only basketball. Basketball, ACC holding it down. I give it to them in the SEC. So
100, 100.
I give it to you 1,000%. Big Ten is peons compared to them in basketball. Of course, you got Illinois, but again, I use the same analogy. You got about 7, 8 of them motherfuckers trash. You're not gonna pick no Nebraska in basketball. You're not gonna pick no Iowa in basketball. You gonna have your Indiana's, Michigan State, and Michigan. That's it. Everybody else
Mm,
is subpar. But that's my pick. But yeah, no shade to nobody else. Miami, Florida State, y'all nice. I can't say nothing about Oregon State. Trash. I can't say
fuck
nothing
that.
about.
I'm
I
ready
can't.
to go now.
So that's my pick. I did my pick. Somebody else can go.
All right. I'm gonna say I feel like it's closer than what this nigga is letting on. I'm gonna say I ain't saying the ACC at the top. You know what I'm saying? Miami is kind of back. Florida State been there. They kind of fell off, but they was just there. You know what I'm saying? Quarterback got hurt. I feel like it's probably a tie between the Big Ten and the SEC. Because for me personally, I still feel like it's probably 3 teams you're gonna worry about in both of them conferences, and then everybody else. I ain't saying that they filler, but it's just the top of the ladder is so heavy compared to the rest of them. Because for me, in the Big Ten, coming up, I'm just speaking coming up this year. You got Ohio State, Penn State, and Oregon. I guess Texas too, but I feel like in the end, because of how they done set up the conference and everything, you really only gonna be talking about 3 teams at the end of the day. In the SEC, it's probably gonna be Alabama, LSU, and then the other team, it could be
Georgia.
Auburn, it could be Georgia, something like that.
No, no,
What?
I disagree. I disagree.
What you mean?
Disagree. Auburn's not in there at all. It's just.
I'm going off of,
Are you talking
a
coming in this
collective.
year?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Just
okay.
like
You
I
talking
feel
this year?
like it
Okay.
could be a fourth in the Big Ten. It could be a fourth, like with Auburn in the SEC. I feel like it's kind of a tie between those two as far as like who is the powerhouse, I guess. But for me, that's how I want it to be. Because everybody used to scream SEC, SEC, but really, when it was the SEC, it was a couple of teams carrying that shit. I mean, you gonna get a good game out of Arkansas. You gonna get a good game out of Ole Miss. You ain't worried about seeing them to try to get to no championship. It's always gonna be Alabama, LSU. ACC was always gonna be Clemson, North Carolina recently, or Clemson, Miami. In the Big Ten, you was looking at Ohio State and Michigan. It come down to that shit every year. Every year. Penn State done came up, and now because of the different conferences, you done added Oregon, you done added Texas. I feel like that helps, in their respective conferences or whatever. But for me, I think it's closer. But if I gotta pick one, shit, I gotta go with the niggas who won the championship. So I gotta go with the Big Ten. Gonna have a slight edge going into the year for sure. I think they said they arguing that Penn State should be ranked number one overall. So that's the argument that they having right now over
Okay.
Ohio State.
And I know this is not our preseason picks, but I tend to kind of agree with that. But I'm gonna have
You be
something
trying
more
to
to say with that.
undersell so you can talk shit at the end of the year. We don't want to hear this shit.
Hey man, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Ain't it, Brianna?
Uh,
Ain't
Brianna,
it?
what do you feel? What are you feeling in your heart? What is the best conference to you?
I'm gonna go with everything what Darius said. I agree.
She agrees because he was making some faces when he was kind of playing. Sean was kind of playing the ACC a little bit there. He said you
Yeah,
peon.
like
He
I,
called
I
y'all
Florida
didn't mean it
State.
that way.
peons.
Stop playing.
When
Stop
that nigga
playing
said
with
It
peons,
was.
Brianna.
Brianna was like, "Excuse me."
Hey,
I was
Peon.
you
trying
got
to
two
Come
good
plan.
on.
kids. You got two good kids.
It's cool. Y'all got like three good kids. Shit. We,
So
we
I don't
got
know,
enough
Blair.
for a
What you think?
basketball team.
Blair, what would you go with? Who you think is the best conference in college football right now?
Big 10. Let's go with that.
He's saying Big Ten. So
Excluding
everybody for the
Michigan.
most part is saying Big Ten, and I'm gonna tend to agree with everybody. I'm gonna say Big Ten.
All right.
So going back, because right now they are kind of in a tug of war with this playoff committee stuff with the Big Ten, the SEC. SEC said they want this many automatic teams that get in, like four. Big Ten said we cool with that, but you got to play the same amount of conference games that we play. And they like, oh no, we don't want to play that many conference games because our conference is so much tougher. Let's debunk that a little bit real quick. You know how many teams have won the SEC championship and won the SEC in the past? Let's go 10 years. Okay. I bet you can name them. Blair, what do you think those three teams would be that won the SEC in the past 10 years?
What is it? Alabama, Georgia, and LSU?
There it is.
There it is.
Only those three teams.
I just
There's
take a
no
guess at that
Auburn,
one.
there's no Arkansas, no Kentucky, no nothing. None of those guys have been champion in the conference in the past 10 years. We probably can go back
But hold on, hold
further
on.
than
And I ain't defending them, but you saying
that. Mhm.
they're using last year's record. You won't take Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia. You won't take none of them?
What I'm saying. Who don't won the conference championship the last 10 years in the Big Ten? Ohio State,
There,
Michigan, and who
there's
else?
been there's
Oregon.
Just Oregon.
there's been five different teams. There's been five
Who else?
different teams over the past 10 years. Oregon, Ohio State, Michigan, Michigan State, and there was
Michigan
one
State
more.
won the Big Ten.
Northwestern
Y'all
won one too.
trash.
Yeah,
Y'all
yes,
trash.
the Michigan State has won a Big Ten championship, and that's how they because the year that we were supposed to go back, oh, I think it was 10 years because that was the year we was trying to go back to back, and we lost to Michigan State by a field goal,
But see, I ain't gonna
and they
lie
ended
to
up
you.
winning the Big Ten championship.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't feel like, oh, you just because you feel like you got a tougher conference. I feel like that's some shit you gotta judge year by year. That shit
I
And
agree.
shouldn't
I agree,
be
and I agree
like,
with that, but
yeah, that shit shouldn't
but
be like, what the fuck?
But when you are saying that what I'm saying, I'm just debunking the oh my conference is so tough because we don't want to
Right.
add a ninth game. No, that's not true. Your conference is just as tough as it is in the Big Ten because these dudes is battling out, if not tougher, because all these dudes can come up and beat your ass at any time. You know what I'm saying? You rarely see that in the SEC, not with those three teams. Now LSU is falling off a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it real. So right now it's just Georgia and Bama, but I mean, hey, every so often, and I think
You
this coming year, I think South Carolina they're gonna be a problem.
know how
You
you
know what I'm
Well,
solve
saying?
that?
But
You know how you
I'm
solve
just
that?
saying.
If you feel like your team is so tough in your non-conference schedule, you need to schedule all big games.
That's what I was about to say. So let me
And those
interject.
are going away, sir.
No, because
They are.
Notre Dame, they always gonna put in there, bro.
Exactly.
They
They always
always
gonna
gonna
put
put
them
niggas in
niggas in
there. The
there,
only big
and they
games
ain't in no conference.
they'll have South. I mean, not South Carolina, but they'll have the
USC.
Trojans,
They'll have a USC.
They used
maybe
to
a
play
Michigan
Michigan.
State or Michigan
They
and
used to play both
Stanford.
of them.
That's it.
And that's it. And that's it. And that's some bullshit.
So
That
so
is some
so
I
bullshit.
agree.
why I
I
agree
agree.
with the
I agree.
SEC, because if they only got to play 8 games, but these fools playing Troy, UMass, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How the fuck you gonna sneak in the motherfucking playoffs and
Talking
you
about you
playing
one
tough?
of the best teams.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
And
They either, and this is why I seen people arguing with Marcus Freeman. Y'all ain't even in no conference, bro. So y'all don't even, you go through a battle. I don't give a fuck if you play if LSU playing Arkansas, that's a battle every fucking game. Cause best believe they got 4 and 5 stars on Kentucky, on South Carolina,
mm-hmm.
on
Mm-hmm.
Vanderbilt, bro.
Cause
So
they
you
cause they still
battling
won a school.
you battling 8 motherfucking dogs, and then you only battle 3, and you make it to the playoffs. Come on, man.
Yes. So if you
I
feel
agree.
like, yes,
I
so
agree.
a team like Notre Dame, man, them boys need to be playing 6 ranked teams.
I
They,
agree. Because what I'm saying is they're having the battle with the Big Ten because the Big Ten said they
they
wanted
should
to be
play two
uniform.
teams in every conference. That's how
Yeah,
that's how they should do
what
it.
Yes, it
what
should
they're
be
what
something
they're
like
saying
that.
is
2 in the Power 5.
what they need to do is just go ahead and join the Big Ten and quit playing.
Nah,
No,
fuck that. Get
everybody
out of here.
can't join the Big
Nah,
Ten.
they can
That's
go
what
to
I'm
the Big
saying.
East.
No, I'm just
They got
saying.
the Big East for
Reason
ACC.
why I'm saying what I'm saying. Reason why I'm saying the Big Ten is because
Get
where
that
they're
player.
located on the map,
I
where
feel
they're
you on that,
they're
but
located
Notre
on the
Dame,
map,
yeah, I don't want
with
Notre Dame
that
on the
they
big
Big
already
Ten,
feel like a
bro.
Big Ten team.
with that big of a conference, you can't play everybody. You know what I'm saying?
True,
You
true,
can't run a conference schedule
true,
of just Big Ten teams. Everybody ain't gonna get to play Ohio State and Penn State and
true.
motherfucking Michigan if all y'all in the same conference. But
That's true. That's
if
just like the SEC now.
if you a Big Ten team and you feel like, oh, we better than this SEC team, well, put 3 of them bitches in your non-conference and run that shit. Or if you in the SEC and you
Hmm.
feel like, oh, we should do this, this, that, and the third, well, put them niggas on your schedule then and show
True.
everybody why you deserve to be this, that, and the third. Don't be scared to
Yeah.
lose the game.
Yeah, facts. And I don't think they're going in this area that we are in, they're not going to hold that against you. I think a lot of these teams now are just hunting for wins instead of hunting to get your team better. You feel what I'm saying? So that
That's part of the
and that's
college
part of the
shit
problem.
expanding the fucking 12 teams.
Thank you. And that's part of the problem because now you're going to have a lot of playoff games, which I feel like it is stupid for us to expand this playoff. It is fine where 8 teams is perfectly good with me. You extend this thing out. No, no, sir. I don't want to be watching some 4 loss conference champion that was made it in because he won his conference
But
on
if you
some
going
fluky play. I don't want to watch that.
but this is why
I want to watch the
down
top eight,
the
10 teams play.
I feel like I don't know, man. The strength of schedule shit always gonna have it flaky. Cause niggas gonna be like, oh, your schedule was harder. Was it necessarily?
Listen,
Was your schedule necessarily harder because you was in the Big Ten? Because you play these motherfuckers every year, so you know them like a book? Do that necessarily make your schedule harder?
correct. I
I
for
just use
me,
the Big Ten as
I
an
think,
example.
yeah, I think what the Big Ten is asking for is reasonable. If I'm playing 9 conference games and you only playing 8, just add the one more conference game so it can be in uniform, and then we can all just go on about our merry way. And the SEC is telling you like, nah, because our teams are just so much better than yours, and they presented a 20-year packet talking about how much better they were. They were like, "Listen, dog,
Man, fuck
this is a
that.
decade. This is a decade ago. We only talk
Man,
about
fuck
what
that.
is going on the past 5 years. The past 5 years, nigga, it's been going back and forth. Because if we going off for just last year, SEC was only 8-7 in their bowl games.
Well, Alabama, if you feel like that, you're that good next year, you need to play Michigan State, you need to play Penn State, and you need to play another SEC, I mean Big Ten
That, that-
team. Show
and
us how
that
much
and
better you are than them.
and that is the issue. And that is the issue. I think we're all in agreement that the Big Ten is the best conference in college football right now. I don't think it
Slightly.
does.
Yeah.
I think it is slightly. Um, I do believe that the national champion is probably going to come out of one of these conferences, with exceptions to be talked about later. But just right now, we're just gonna stick with that. And yeah,
I
and
wouldn't
also the
sleep on
big
Miami though.
no. I'm not sleeping on Miami. I'm not sleeping on Clemson. Clemson got a pretty good team too.
They saying
Um,
Cade Klubnik is the best college quarterback right now.
I'll take
and,
Arch
and
Manning.
I don't know. I haven't. I need to see a
I
little bit
agree
more
with
of
y'all.
Arch.
And I
I
don't
want to
see
see a little
enough.
bit more of
A boy
Arch.
good.
Yeah, I think he's good. I haven't seen enough. I think Cave Klubnik is nice, but he still gotta prove some things to me that for me to say he the best. I don't know.
Mhm.
We'll see. It's remaining to be seen. But I think it's going to be an interesting year in college football. But yeah, I think they need to go ahead and get all this stuff wrapped up. We Instead of arguing over this, make it uniform. If they only got eight, well, okay. Ohio State going the Big Ten need to say, hey, well then we just only gonna play eight, and then we just gonna schedule our cookie cutter like how y'all be playing Rice, and we'll just do it like that. And you know the SEC ain't gonna like that. Like, nah, man, that's some bullshit. Okay, exactly. Just make it uniform all across the board. Everybody has the same thing, and Notre Dame got to get in somebody's conference because
Yep.
that's some bullshit.
Come, come on to the ACC. We ain't scared, bitch.
I think that'd be a good
ACC.
move though.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care what conference you get in, just get into one. But the reason why I didn't say the ACC, to be keep it real with you, because Florida State and Miami trying
Well,
to
they,
get
they
about
already
that
have an
piece.
ACC contract though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know,
They
but
already got a contract with the ACC.
they still trying to get up out of there. Miami trying to get up out of there
Who
because
said
they ain't
that?
getting their money. They said it.
Yeah.
Remember when Florida State got left out of the playoffs that year that Travis got hurt?
Hmm.
They've been trying to get out since then. Florida State been trying to get out since then
As they played us.
because they played them, and I
Going
agree
to
because
the
that's not
SEC.
right. They
Yeah, I'm
deserve
about
to
to say
go
where
in
they gonna
there.
go? SEC?
Yep.
Probably just because of where they are. See, and that's what
Well,
I'm
it's
saying. Like
Southeastern Conference. It would make sense if they was
it,
there.
it makes it
Well,
makes
we
too
done seen
much
some
sense.
weird things. We got to go all the way to the damn West Coast. Rutgers got to go from one coast to the next coast.
Yep,
Crazy.
yep. I
Rutgers
mean,
should be in the ACC and
I
Maryland
agree.
and
I agree.
Maryland.
mhm,
Maryland used to be in the
Maryland used
ACC.
to be in the
yeah,
ACC, yeah, and
Yep.
they moved
they
to
did. They
the
did.
B10.
The Big Ten just tried to take
But
over the
again,
country,
it
man.
all it all comes down to
That
money,
was a
man.
Money,
basketball
that
thing, though.
TV money, man.
Yeah, because I
That
think the
Yeah,
TV
yeah.
money.
ACC football
What we
thing is
seeing?
besides the ACC network is with the CW or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
some
terrible.
crazy shit.
It's terrible.
I'm
But
sorry, Cam
hey,
Ward.
it's all right. It's all right. Great discussion, guys. Great discussion. But you know what we got to do? We got to
Moving
move
on.
on.
No,
So,
baby.
our last discussion of the day is the NBA Finals. Again, as I said in the interest of the video, if you are not watching the finals and you're a basketball fan, you're playing yourself because it has been a very entertaining first two games of the NBA Finals. The series is tied 1-1. We are going back to Indy. We're going back to Indy, right? They're doing a 2-2-1-1-1, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
just making sure. Just making sure. Game three is going to be at 8:30 on Wednesday. Tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow at 8:30. That's when it tips off, baby. That's when it all gets active. So, from what you have seen so far, are you pleased? Are you good with your picks? Are you right
Yep.
on target? Or you feel like I'm a little bit nervous? Are you a little bit nervous, Breyona? You all right? You good?
Nope.
Are you
Yep.
are you enjoying the finals?
Yeah. It's been great games. Great games.
I think game one was one of the best game one finals games in the history of the finals.
Too bad the public doesn't agree with you.
Which is crazy. But
It was
but
a
it
great
also
game. It was
that was a
definitely a
great
good
No,
game.
now
game.
we agree with you 100%. We
I
agree
know
with
y'all
you.
agree
The
because
general consensus public has this as the lowest, like, viewed
rated
game one of
NBA
all time or some
of
shit.
all time because they feel well because we could talk about a little bit about that too because you don't have household
Star
names
power.
as great as Shea Gilchrist is, he's not quite a household name just yet. You feel what I'm saying?
Mhm.
In the market of where they playing basketball at, which I don't feel like that even matters anymore to this at this point. I feel like it's all to do with the
It do
star
though.
power. But
The
it
market, I think,
does.
matters too.
I think it matters a little bit, but I don't think it matters as much as it used to because everybody got the internet. Everybody can watch every basketball game on their phone, on their computer,
But I
NBA
feel you.
Pass,
But think
streaming.
about how much more everything it generates if you're in. Let's just take cities. If you're in Golden State, if you're in Cali, if you're in Texas, if you in Florida, Miami, or if you in New York, I feel like it's just the nature of the beast with that, I think.
I agree. And I say like as far as population size though. So if you got the Lakers, my team, and you got 7 million motherfuckers in the city, and let's just say 3 million of them watching the fucking game,
Yeah,
that's
just
more
cause
money, more money, more
yeah,
money.
just cause the game on. Motherfuckers is out in LA, not even watching the game, but shit that's going on cause the game is in LA.
Yeah, you
All
having
that shit is
parties.
generating shit.
Yeah, it's money. It's more people.
Versus it's not, it's probably, even though Indianapolis is a big city, it ain't like that. It ain't like that for
Yeah.
NBA basketball.
Yeah.
If we was talking about the Hoosiers had done made a comeback, that shit'll probably be stupid jumping, nigga. No, for real. I'm for real. Nigga, if this is the Hoosiers bouncing back, that shit might be crazy. You know what I'm saying? But because it's the Pacers, OKC is still as far as NBA age, they still kind of young. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man.
I just had a thought. Would it be a little bit more crazy? I understand that the Thunder in Oklahoma City is jumping. Would it be a little bit more crazy if they were still in Seattle?
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I would
I
say
think
so.
so.
Think
I
about
think
how the
so.
12 think about how that 12 man shit caught on just like that.
Yeah.
I think so.
Just like that, nigga. Hell
I
yeah.
think so. No disrespect to OKC, because I do think that y'all do a great job of supporting your team even through the bad times. Because yeah, it ain't shit. I mean, y'all when shit else, where else y'all gonna go? Where else y'all gonna do? It's just like being in Ohio. What the fuck else we gonna do? We ain't got good weather here. You see what I'm saying? We gonna go to the basketball game. Why the fuck not? So that's just a thought that I had. That, and I think that the NBA is still trying to figure out a way to get a basketball franchise back in Seattle because they're realizing like, bro, a lot of those older teams, when you have a team that's like that and they left, they've been gone for so long, like, dog, we need to get the team back there, and they clamor for one, and they still got the colors. Come on, bro, they got to
You
make it
gotta
happen.
think
But
about it. This is why they still talk about these big market teams and shit, because technically, shit, whether they win, lose, or draw, shit, them motherfuckers gonna make that bread. Indiana and OKC gotta win. That's the
yeah,
only alternative.
you have no choice. And the coverage is different. I feel like we got the NBA finals going on, and they worried about where KD and Giannis is
Come
gonna
on,
go.
think about how many years have the
Come on,
Knicks been
dog.
asked? How many years have my team been asked? Have you ever missed a year where they didn't talk about the Knicks? Hell no. They still talking about they talk about how ass they is.
Yeah, yeah. Partially because Stephen A is a Knicks fan, and we gotta talk about. He talks about them
But
every
shit,
fucking day.
every program still talk about just like the Cowboys ain't been
Yeah,
there
that's
since
fair.
'95. They still gonna talk about the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't gonna tell you as much about when the Colts won the Super Bowl
That's facts. That's facts.
and they had Peyton Manning.
That's facts. And we kind of doing it right now because it's only game three, but we ain't really talking about the game.
You see how
So
we veered off?
we ain't really talking about the game. But who y'all got in game three? I know all of y'all got OKC, right? Because y'all all had OKC
OKC
in five,
in
right?
five, in five. They can't beat them no more.
I got
Had
Indiana in game three.
what the hell?
Yes, I have Indiana in game three. I think Indiana bounces back.
There you
No,
go.
I disagree with you, Chris.
The only
Why
thing
do you
is
disagree?
Halliburton is still very much up in the air. Some games
Yes,
Yeah, he
he'll
he
do
he
that
yes.
he,
where
and
he's
that's my
on,
issue.
and
Yeah,
at the fourth quarter
And
you
if
like,
they
man, where did this nigga come from? And then the
exact
other
and if
games where you like, this nigga only got 17 points this whole game. What the hell?
and if they gonna win, they need that nigga to be dropping
On
25 a night
every single game, nigga. We don't got
yeah.
time for
every
you to drop
game.
17 points this game. You have
Exactly.
to
He
drop
ha-
more than that.
he has to
Fuck that triple
understand.
double.
Mm-hmm.
I need 25 to
We need
30.
what the
I need
Holly every single night.
exactly.
Facts. And I agree wholeheartedly because he cannot sit there and wait for the game to come to him. He has to
Yeah,
go and take it. You don't see Shay sitting there because he know that my job is to score this bitch.
yeah,
And I
Yes.
gotta
My
get my
thing is
32.
you at the end of the road, dog. At this
I'm
point,
at the
it's
end of the
about
road.
hooping.
yeah.
Yes,
This
it's
is
about
it.
hooping.
Ain't
I'm
I
at
no
the
need
end of
more
the
you to go
road.
games
out
after
here.
this.
I need you to go out here and hoop. I don't need you to go out here and be no fucking basketball playing point guard, generic ass nigga. I need you to hoop.
He needs to
This
force
is
the
it.
issue.
Yes, I need you
Hmm.
to
He
hoop.
needs to
I
Yeah,
force
need
the
you to
issue.
be the best player for my team because this is
yeah,
Hmm.
the end.
yes,
Because you don't know what's gonna happen in the NBA next year. You don't know what's gonna happen this off season. Who the hell knows? You know what I'm saying? The Knicks might get KD, and the Cavs might get Giannis, and it's over for y'all. Y'all not going back. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't know what the hell is gonna happen. I'm just saying, for example, man. I'm just saying. I ain't saying it's gonna happen. I'm
I
just
can
saying.
see
Why you
Breyona
looking
face
like
right now.
that? Why you? I
Hey,
don't know
I
why
ain't
you even
gonna
looking like
lie. You
that.
don't put it out there. The articles is out there. We pursued KD before the trade deadline, and they say we actively pursuing this nigga right now.
San Antonio, baby.
And again, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't know what's
Welcome
going to
to New
happen
York,
in the
Brown.
off season. We already know LeBron's going to opt out from the Lakers. He probably going to end up re-signing. I'm just saying, you don't
Is
know what's
what
going to happen.
pause, Brianna. How you gonna feel if KD's in a Nick uniform?
if he's a New York Knicks,
Yeah. What's wrong with your eye?
yeah, no, I'm not. Yeah, I'm
You're
not
not
gonna be a
what?
fan.
What you
Huh?
I'm
mean?
not a
That's
Knicks
good. We
fan.
don't
Victor, I
want it.
want you to get it on
She
record
ain't
now,
with
Chris.
that. She not
Yeah,
We
with
don't
y'all
that
get
want
that
at
it.
on record.
all.
Now
Lord.
listen, I'm gonna always support KD, but as far as like me being I'm not a Knicks fan.
So
What you
you trying
mean?
to tell? Hold on. So you trying to
What you
tell me
mean,
if
Brianna?
KD come and we win the ship, you ain't buying the jersey?
Shout out to KD.
You ain't
No,
gonna
I'm
buy the
not.
jersey.
No, I don't have a Golden State Warriors jersey. I'm not getting a jersey.
You
Oh, that's good
see,
because I'm gonna buy it.
I'm not.
I'm gonna
I'm
buy it
not
for you.
going. I can
you
support
What's
the
your
see.
man
size?
and not be a fan of the team. I'm not a fan of the team.
What's
I'll
your
still support
What's your size? I'm gonna buy it for you.
Mm, mm,
him.
mm,
So you won't
mm,
see
mm,
KD in the
mm.
Nick? You know they don't come to Charlotte 2 times.
Yeah,
I'm going.
I'll go to a game. Also, like I said, I'll support him. I'm just not gonna be out here in. I'll probably wear my son's jersey, my OKC jersey. I'm not gonna be out here in Knicks gear.
This motherfucking hell, man. So you just said fuck the Knicks is what you said.
Yeah, I'm not a Knicks fan.
Cold blooded. Cold blooded.
Damn.
No
Okay, I just
new
wanted to get it
friends.
on
No
record.
new friends.
I just
not a
wanted to get
Knicks
it
Mm,
on
girly.
record.
mm.
You heard it here first.
Well, I mean, you're just trying to get you on record to see. I mean, because we already got you on record saying that you're not an OKC fan like that, so
You
it's all
never
good.
even
Cool
produced
with it.
any evidence. Never any
We
evidence, y'all.
definitely have you on
We
record.
never seen any evidence. Where is it?
We definitely. I'm going to find it, and when I
There
find
is
it,
no
I'm
evidence, so therefore
I
it
am
never
just gonna
happened. If
post
there's
it. I'm
no
just gonna
evidence
Hey,
and
post
no
it.
proof,
I'm gonna
it never
post it. I'm gonna
happened.
tag. I'm gonna tag the team in it, and I'm gonna just be
hey,
like,
It never
there it
happened.
what
is.
what my man said, Breyona? No ticket, no
No
skates.
ticket, no stake. It will never happen.
All right. But yeah, I think Indiana is probably going to end up winning game 3. I know that's going against everybody on the panel, but that's just how I feel. I felt like that way in game 1. I said they was going to win by 5. They ended up winning by what? 1, but they won.
One.
They ended up winning by 1, but they won. I said the Indiana was going to win game 1. Now game 2,
Uh-huh.
I
But
did say that the Thunder was going to win
did
game
you
2.
see?
Game 3, I
Did
think
you
it's
see the
Indiana.
defense that they start playing on this nigga, bro? They done
Yeah, I
did the
mean,
same shit. They done did the same shit they done did to every other team. Oh, this how you start gonna play? Okay, we about to make the adjustment. And
yeah,
then
that's all you need.
shit just go to shit. I'm like,
You
this
just
nigga
make that
Halliburton look
adjustment, and
like
now this
he
nigga
don't
don't
know
know
what the
what to
fuck he
do.
wanna do.
I ain't worried about that, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't worried about that, man. Like I
It's
said,
hard out here for what the
X
hell.
factor is still the X
Halliburton,
factor.
Halliburton gonna score 30 this game?
He gonna have to.
I'm
I
asking
say, I
If
Chris, he
say,
gonna score
if
30?
no,
you
no, no,
have
no.
them winning, this nigga has to score 30 or more every
Hell
game.
yeah, he got to.
He's gonna score 25. He's gonna
Oh,
They
score
y'all
gonna
losing
25,
lose.
it. Y'all
and they're
losing
gonna win.
this.
And they're gonna win by 4. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you now. They're gonna
Oh,
win by 4.
They're
4.
gonna
Hell
Win
win
no.
by
by
4.
4 and he gonna score 25 or less,
25.
is what you're saying.
That don't
Yes.
even that sound
Yes.
wrong.
Hell no.
I'm telling you. I'm
That even
telling you that
sound wrong.
I'm telling you that's what's gonna happen.
It can't.
That's what's
Who
gonna
gonna
happen.
score? Who gonna
Yeah,
score the
who's
The
scoring
rest?
the rest of
Because
the points for
the
him?
leading scorer
Siakam
is
play,
going to be Siakam.
Pascal
Siakam.
Siakam played good last game.
Yeah, he played good last game, but he's going to play better because they're in Indiana. He's going to score at mm,
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
say
Because
Pascal going to score
you gave his
25. I'm
points
going
to
to say
Halliburton.
Pascal going to score 35. Pascal going to score 35.
35.
I'm
Fuck
trying to
no.
tell you he
If
the X
if
factor, man. He's the
if
X factor.
Pascal scored 35, it's because Halliburton only got 14 and they still gonna lose.
That's
We gonna see,
what
man.
it
We gonna
sounds
see.
like to me.
I'm not a Pacers fan. They knocked out my Cavs, but I seen how they do it. How they did it.
You not a
Uh,
Cavs
You're not
fan.
a
what
Cavs
you
fan.
mean? What you
You're not
mean?
a
I'm not a Cavs
Cavs
fan.
fan, Chris. You
What
can't
do you
say
mean? I'm a
my
Cavs
Cavs.
fan.
Come
I'm
So
on.
a
you
hey
a
hey
my Cavs and a my
hey
Bulls guy?
hey
Come on,
You're a
man.
hey.
Chicago Bulls
Yes,
fan, and that's it. And that's all. That's
I'm
what
a
you
I'm a
done
Bulls
stuck
and a
to.
Cavs fan. I've been a
That's the
Bulls and a
word.
Cavs fan,
You go with
and
that bullshit,
forever.
man.
Yeah,
Okay.
Now
nah,
we just
man.
Forever, huh, Chris?
hey,
Forever.
we ain't gonna get
Yes.
on Brianna and then let you slide, nigga.
Nah,
Hey,
man.
wait a minute. Y'all letting Brianna hop around like hopscotch
I
No, we
and
never
win.
hopped
Chris,
around.
win.
let her
Hold
hop
on.
around like hopscotch.
Brianna.
And first
She
of all,
actually
Brianna.
every time
she
these niggas bring it
disavowed
up
her
every
Thank you.
time.
team.
These niggas
Thank
do
She
not
you.
let me
Thank
live.
you,
disavowed.
Brianna.
She
Thank
They
you,
don't
Brianna.
let
disavowed her
me live
team.
at all.
I've never
Thank you,
disavowed the
Brianna.
Cavs. I just said
We
that
talk about this all the time. Chris, you just literally said the Cavs is your team, and they not.
They not.
You did
one of
say
my
my
teams.
Cavs, bro. Like
My
you ain't have to
Cavs,
go that
yes.
hard with
I've
it.
been I've been
Come
I've been
on, man.
rooting for my Cavs the whole time.
That is not your squad,
Come
though.
on,
How many years?
man.
How many years I've been telling y'all to look out for the Cavs? How many
No, we
Listen,
years?
don't want to hear it. We
Chris,
don't want to hear it.
I done said look out for teams too, but I ain't dropped the Knicks or be
Hey,
like,
look
oh
out for
yeah,
my
that's my
Cavs though,
team.
big dog. They're gonna be all
I ain't
right.
be
They're
like,
gonna be
yeah,
all right.
you
When I
sound
when
like
I said
Gilbert
my Cavs
Arenas
is
right now, man.
No.
when I said my Cavs is gonna make it to the playoffs and it's gonna make it Eastern Conference Finals, you're like, oh, this nigga tripping.
And they
I'm like,
That's
didn't.
no,
not your
they
squad. Yeah,
didn't.
you tripping
They
because
should have
that's
been
not
them.
your squad.
This should be them right
But
No, it shouldn't.
you just said they didn't.
Oh man, that's funny.
Hey,
Man, wait,
Sean,
Sean,
get your
it's your
brother.
brother, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
Get
wait a
your
minute. I
brother.
got
It's
two
your brother,
teams. I
man.
got two
Get
Come
teams.
your
I've
brother,
always
on,
had two
man. That's
teams.
what we doing now. We prostituting now, Chris.
I've
Get your
always had two
brother.
basketball teams.
Come on, man.
Y'all can't have
You
two
like the Cavs?
basketball.
So you like the Cavs when Jordan was winning?
Yeah.
Hell no, man.
The lies, the lies,
What you
the
mean?
lies.
Come
What you
Chris,
mean?
on,
with a
dog.
straight face,
When Sean Kemp
Sean,
was on the
get your
Cavs,
brother,
with a
yo. Get
straight
your
face,
brother.
when
Chris.
we had
Chris,
Andre Miller. What you
Chris,
mean?
you can't give me one highlight with Sean Kemp in a Cavs uniform, man.
Yes, I can. He was fat, but yes, I can. Yes, I can. When we had
Moving on.
the powder blue and black unis, best uniforms in the NBA.
This nigga
Nasty,
lying.
nasty.
Yeah, I
I ain't
said it. Yeah, I said
I
it.
ain't
This
lying.
nigga lying.
Listen. Brad Doherty, Mark Price, Ron
Hey,
Harper. Like,
that's
come
cool. I
on.
can name some players from some other teams too. That don't mean
They've
that they
always
was
been
my
my
team.
team, man. We
Get the
had
fuck
Darius
out.
Miles.
So
Bro,
I
what do you
guess
mean? Dewan
so
Wagner.
you so you like the Steelers too, because the
Please.
Bengals wasn't winning, but the Steelers
I,
been winning a
I
lot of
only have
championships in time. So you like them niggas
y'all
too.
listen. I only have one football team, and that is the Cincinnati Bengals. Okay.
And now you
I only
got
have
two
one
basketball
college.
teams.
I've always had two basketball teams, college NBA basketball teams.
Do y'all
Just
remember
like in
Chris
college.
talking about? Do y'all remember Chris saying
He
this before
lying.
Donovan Mitchell got there?
No,
Listen.
No.
What you
no, and
mean?
no.
Or do
What you
y'all remember this
No.
nigga being like, "I like LeBron"?
we weren't relevant.
Thank you,
We weren't
Blair. Thank you,
LeBron
relevant
Blair.
James.
anymore.
Thank you,
LeBron
Blair.
James.
It was
It
I
was
That was
like
that
you.
one. It was
LeBron.
the LeBron
That was
aspect
you.
of it.
LeBron James. That was you.
Anywho, I don't know
Now
what
you
y'all talking
like,
about. I
oh,
got two basketball
nigga
teams. I got
dirty.
two college basketball teams.
Man, Brianna, I gotta let you slide, man. Chris gonna do
Thank
this
you.
shit.
Thank you.
This nigga dirty, bro. Come on, man.
I can't have two
This
basketball
nigga's
teams.
tripping.
No, because we ain't letting Brianna have two teams.
Brianna got seven of them.
No, they said I had to
She
pick
was she
one.
was with the
And look,
Suns.
out
She
of
was with
eight,
the
I picked
Nets.
it's
And
She
okay.
was
guess
with
what,
I
Chris?
always
OKC.
said
She was with.
Chris,
OKC.
That's what I'm saying. I only got a
Chris,
solid two, even when they suck.
Chris.
OKC.
Even before
Y'all
it
know
was
I
a
root
bunch
for
of other
everything
teams.
Ohio.
Chris, when it was just KD going to Ohio to Golden State, bro, we was on Brianna Grill, nigga.
I wasn't a Golden State fan.
Exactly. And we
I
was
wasn't
on
a
her
fan.
grill because we like, oh, you
I
cheering for KD,
supported
oh,
my
you like
niggas.
them niggas.
I
And
was not a fan.
now you gonna tell everybody you was a Cavs fan,
The
bro.
whole time.
I've always
Not a
liked
fan.
it. Listen, y'all know I root for everything Ohio. I've
No,
that is
Christopher. No,
I do.
Christopher.
I
No, we
just
don't want
do.
to hear it.
I
Ain't
Only
just
never
do.
Chicago
heard
Bulls
you.
fan
I
that
ain't
sing that
never
song. So
heard
we
you.
leaving it at.
I ain't never heard you repping no Ohio Bobcat record for the year. Come on now.
Not no Ohio
You ain't
Bobcats.
never you ain't
It's just
never
the
rep
Cincinnati
no
Bearcats. It's the
you ain't
Cincinnati
never rep
Bearcats and the Ohio
you
State
ain't never
Buckeyes.
rep the best quarterback to come out of Miami, Ohio, Ben
No,
Roethlisberger, nigga.
no.
That's all in
True
Ohio.
indeed, true indeed. But y'all know
No, we
I
don't
always
You
know.
do.
rep
We know that you don't like
Ohio.
the
Y'all
Cavs.
know I always rep Ohio. I'm a Bulls and a Cavs fan. I've
All
always been
right,
a Bull
moving
and a
on.
Cavs fan.
Oh, that's some bullshit.
But we're gonna move on.
Yes, we are.
Because we're gonna wrap that up right there.
Thank you.
Because y'all know what time it is. It is America's favorite game because everybody's talking about it. It is Brianna's trivia. If you don't know what a Brianna's trivia is, she's about to tell you. So go ahead, take it away, Brianna. It's your
This
DC guy.
well. Speaking of who your team is, we are playing Rep Your Set Basketball Edition.
Yes.
rep you.
So I have as
Rep your city.
follows: Christopher.
Oh,
I have
no.
Knicks trivia for Gary. I
Mm-hmm.
have a Bulls trivia for Christopher. I have Lakers trivia for Sean, and I have Pistons trivia for Blair. Blair, if you was the Detroit native, you get what you get. You don't catch no fish. Now,
I'm not even from Detroit.
Flint.
Michigan, you
just
just
from
get the
Michigan.
Michigan, you just get it. And you gotta get it what you get. Now,
Damn.
these rules are a little different this week. So I'm going to give you 15 to 30 seconds to answer this question. Now, if you don't know the questions, you only get 2 chances. If you answer wrong the first time, I'll give you another chance to answer right. If you answer it wrong the second time, whoever feels like they know the answer can steal it and steal your points.
Okay.
Then, at the very end, I do have extra credit.
Okay.
These questions are worth 5 points apiece. It's 5 questions. They are WNBA questions. If you get them correct, you get 5 points added to your score. These are easy WNBA questions. I promise. These are questions that if you know WNBA at all, even just a smidge, you will know the answer to these questions. I promise. It's not who shot the winning basket in 1990. Okay.
I appreciate that.
Let's see. Let me shuffle. Let's see who goes first. And lucky number 1 is Blair in the Detroit Pistons.
Yeah.
And you said we can steal too, right? I'm glad we
You
can
can steal after he answers it wrong the second
Just don't
time.
look it up, Chris.
I'm not looking nothing up, sir.
You got 2 chances, Blair.
2
Second
chances,
answer
Blair.
wrong, these guys can steal and steal your points.
All right.
Okay. And there are 10 questions apiece for each of you.
Okay.
Blair, your first question is, who coached the Pistons to back-to-back titles in 1989
Chuck
and
Daly.
1990? Great job. Look at that. It's easy. 3 points added to your score. Okay, number 2. Who led the Pistons in scoring during the 2004 NBA Finals against the Lakers?
Chauncey Billups.
Yes, sir. What Pistons player won a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year award?
Ben Wallace.
It was Ben Wallace. Question number 4. Who hit the game-winning shot in the 1989 NBA Finals Game 1 against the Lakers?
Isaiah Thomas.
No.
Joe Dumars.
It was Joe.
It was one of the 2, man. It's either Zeke or Joe.
I thought I was going to get that.
Y'all was ready. Y'all eyes light up. Who did the Pistons defeat in the 2004 NBA Finals?
The Lakers.
Yes.
Softball questions.
Who did the Pistons select with the first overall pick in the 2021 NBA draft?
What's his name? Cade Cunningham.
Yes, it was Cade Cunningham. Which Pistons player once scored 50 points in a game during the 2018-2019 season?
Oh. 2018-19 Pistons.
Season.
You say 55?
50 points.
Brandon Jennings. I don't
No,
know.
no, sir. It was not Brandon Jennings.
No, he wore a Piston jersey, but that's all I got.
You
I
have
don't know.
15 seconds.
I don't know.
Like,
Would one of you guys like to steal it? Do you know the answer?
Can you repeat the
maybe.
It
question?
don't take away from us, do it? It just plus.
No, it does
No.
not take away.
Okay.
You get an extra 3 points if you know the answer, and you do get 2 chances as well. You get 1.
Okay.
Ooh.
Jeremy Grant?
No, sir. Did you need me to repeat the question,
I'm
Christopher?
gonna go after Sean.
I did.
Which Pistons player once scored 50 points in a game during the 2018-2019 season?
Okay. Right before the pandemic.
I'm ready.
KCP.
Who was it, Sean?
KCP.
No, it was not KCP.
That's your 2 questions.
Yeah,
Ready.
that was my 2.
Blair
Let me
was trying to
try.
shut you down. Yes, D.
Blake Griffin.
No.
It was Blake
Let's
Griffin.
go, baby. Let's fucking go. Hey, you gotta remember, this was one of Blake's best seasons when he had went to.
Yes.
So that's the only reason I was like, it could be him. I wasn't sure.
It was
mm.
Blake Griffin.
Uh,
Great job, D. All
Yeah.
I
right,
wouldn't have got,
Blair.
I wouldn't have
Number
got that one.
8. What team did the Pistons trade with in 2000 to acquire Ben Wallace?
Charlotte.
It was not.
That was a good guess because they trade everybody.
Who'd they trade for Ben? Where was Ben?
Shit. That's a good question. I'm
Where was Ben?
gonna just take my 2 guesses. Fuck that. What
The
was it?
Houston Rockets. I don't know.
It was not the Houston Rockets. Okay, Christopher, you had
Christopher.
your hand up first.
Hope this is right, but I believe it's so. The Orlando Magic.
It was the Orlando
Dang.
Magic. They traded for Grant Hill.
And the only reason why I know that, Blair, is because Kobe dunked on that nigga viciously in the preseason.
Damn.
Viciously. How many points was that for?
That was for 3 points. 3 points. So y'all shut. Okay,
like-
Blair.
Feel like I'm gonna need that.
Number 9. Who was the Pistons head coach when they won the 2004 championship?
What's his name? Something Brown. Dude from Philly. What is his name?
Bushido Brown.
You trash for that.
Horrible.
What's
Larry
hard?
Brown.
It was Larry Brown. They was waiting on you too. They was waiting for you to say
I'm
the
like,
wrong
it's something
name.
Brown. It is something
They was
Brown.
in-
What is his name?
They
I
was
was,
in
I was,
the corner
I was
waiting.
foaming at the mouth for that one, dog.
This asshole gonna say Bushido Brown.
Okay, Blair, your last question. Who did the Pistons trade Chauncey Billups for in 2008?
Ooh, I think I know this. I think I know this.
Ooh.
I like how y'all all thought this was so easy. It's gonna be cakewalk, and I saved the hard ones for the end.
They was talking shit.
Chauncey
Mhm.
Billups got traded for in 08?
In 08?
I don't even remember what team he went to after that.
You have 15.
I do.
I do too.
Y'all got me.
Sean got his hand up now. Apparently, he knows it.
I see Sean in the way waiting. I see you, Sean.
And you say
Don't
what
worry.
player he was traded for?
He was traded for somebody in 2008.
Damn, I think I
I
know.
don't know, man.
I gotta go after Sean.
No, you go before me.
Mm-mm.
I'll go. Fuck it. Shit.
Okay, D, who was it?
First guess is Raymond Felton.
It was not Raymond Felton.
Okay. Boom, boom. Yeah, because Buddy always went there. Was it Allen Iverson?
It was Allen Iverson.
Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's
It
go.
was
Yeah, I didn't have
Oh,
him.
yeah, the trade with Denver. Okay.
You know the crazy part is
Yes.
right before you said that, I'm like, I think it was Allen Iverson.
It
Hey,
was
I
Allen
thought I was a little
Iverson.
ahead of myself, but I had to think about it like, dang, it had to be him, dog. He burnt
Thanks
out
to
in
good.
the
Detroit,
Denver
man.
Nuggets. Yes.
He
Yes.
definitely burnt out in the Detroit, man. They got him out
Yeah.
the league in the D.
Okay, Blair, you only missed 3 out of your 10.
Yeah, I'm glad I got them steals because I'm going fuck it.
Yeah, that's why I'm glad I got one of them. Next is Darius.
Thursday.
Next is Chris because he called me.
Next up is indeed Darius. And
Damn.
the
Yay.
I'm sorry, my Knicks
D,
fan. I'm going for you.
y'all got this.
Go ahead and walk the plank.
All right, D.
All right.
Which Knicks legend is the franchise's all-time leading scorer?
Leading scorer.
Mhm.
Fucking Patrick Ewing.
It is Patrick Ewing.
Mm.
This is gonna be hard for my team.
It's gonna be hard for my team too. But we ain't won
You
shit.
got the Lakers.
The Bulls is easy, man.
No, it's not.
And the
No, it's not,
Lakers is
guys.
easy,
You
dog.
got the Lakers, Sean.
Man, you
Yeah,
know how
come
many
on, man.
fucking Hall of Famers came in there?
Exactly. Them names
I
that's
had
gonna
to
be
guess
easy
a whole
to
lot of
pull.
names.
But them names that'll be easy to pull.
I think the opposite. Go ahead, though, bro.
I didn't even do it to you like that. I didn't. Okay.
Let's see.
There it is.
Uh-huh.
What year did the Knicks last reach the NBA Finals?
1999.
It was 1999.
Woo,
Who
young
did
pup.
the Knicks select with the 3rd overall pick in the 2019 NBA draft?
2019. Kevin Knox.
No.
That's a good guess, though.
That's
Good.
That
a
was a
really
good
good
guess.
guess. That was a really good guess.
That was a great guess.
2019. Obi Toppin.
No, it was not Obi Toppin.
Fuck.
So sorry. Do you fellas have a guess?
I do, but I'm gonna end up giving it away.
Well, I think I have a guess.
All right, I'm going first, though.
Okay,
ahead.
Sean. Sean, do you know the answer? Do not give these niggas no hints, Sean, because they
Yeah,
gonna
sure,
All right, go ahead,
man.
Chris,
They
because
gonna
I
run.
gotta get this dude name together.
Yeah, Sean, get the name in your head.
So I know what school, I know
gonna
what
let you
team
go
Can I
plays
first.
so
please go
now.
again?
I'm gonna
The
let you
Okay.
Knicks,
go
can I go
first,
again?
Sean. But get the name right in
Nah,
your
bro, you
head.
had to be, bro.
Cause these niggas gonna know it and they gonna run with it.
I think I got it. Hey, can I
Give me
go?
a hint. I don't know
Yeah,
most
it's on
niggas,
you.
so
I know
give me a
it
hint.
now.
Okay. So I played with him what was that yesterday with Sean
What's the
RJ
name?
Barrett?
God damn it.
It is
Yeah.
RJ
Damn.
Barrett.
Yes, man. Damn. I just thought
Cause I
about
was
that shit.
cause I was like,
Fucking Duke.
oh, he on the Raptors now?
Yeah.
Oh, that's all right, okay.
Yeah, they
Hmm.
traded all the Canadian dudes to the Raptors, remember?
Yes.
It
Yes.
is
Traded all the Canadian
RJ
niggas.
Barrett.
Like,
All
oh,
the
he on the Raptors
Canadians
now?
to the
Oh, okay.
Raptors, bro. That was funny.
Yeah, RJ Barrett. Whew,
All
I needed that
right,
steal.
the
Yes.
number
Fucking.
4. What player led the Knicks
Yes.
in scoring during the 1999 NBA Finals run?
Allen Houston.
No, that is a good guess.
That
That's
was
the
my
same
guess.
thing
That
Talbot
was a good one.
said. That's
That was a
the
good one.
same thing Talbot said. No, that's
That
not
was a
it.
good one.
He got
Fuck.
one more. He got one more chance.
Was it Patrick?
Damn, Patty. No, he was already gone.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he was.
No, he wasn't. Oh, let me stop. Let me shut up.
I don't know, man. Fucking Patrick Ewing.
It was not Patrick Ewing.
Don't know.
Go ahead. I'm after Chris. I go after Chris.
Yes, Christopher.
I hope I'm right on the first one, because if it's not him, I don't know who it is. Latrell Sprewell.
It was Latrell Sprewell.
Motherfucking Dadas. Come on.
Yes.
He had the wood dot
Mhm.
or the spinning rim one.
He had
He
the
had the
spinning
spinning
rims.
rims ones.
Because the
Yeah.
spinning rim ones when he had the braids and
Chris
you,
Webber
hey,
had the wood.
we don't talk about
Yeah.
Latrell enough. Latrell used to be balling.
Yeah, he just had an attitude problem.
He used to be
Niggas just
balling.
like, you don't
He
like
was
what you say, bitch.
nasty.
I'll beat your ass.
Mhm.
Question number 5D.
Mhm.
Who was the Knicks head coach during their 54-win season in 2012 to 13?
Mike D'Antoni.
It was Mike D'Antoni, but then he got replaced by
What? I gotta know that too?
Place in season,
because
bro.
Mike D'Antoni wasn't the coach. He wasn't their coach at the start of the 2012 season.
I know it.
That is some bullshit.
I know it. Darius, you know this. I know it.
He
I
wasn't
know
their
it.
coach.
Um,
It was
fucking,
me first. It was me
fucking,
first.
Phil Jackson.
It was not Phil.
Dang, wasn't him?
No, sir.
That's 2.
Man, I should get some credit because Mike D'Antoni fucking did this shit.
Mike D'Antoni he was the coach right before this.
Damn. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. Who had their hand up first, Blair?
It was Chris.
Blair.
Christopher.
First.
Okay,
I thought it was
Christopher.
Blair.
I thought it was Blair too.
Was it Mike Woodson?
It was Mike Woodson.
And I can see his dumbass face, but I wanted to call him other buddy from Atlanta, Mitchell. I can see his face, bro. You know the meme where he just sitting there with the wide eye, like just
Bro,
blinking and shit.
I had to really, really think because I know that nigga's last name is Woodson, but what was his first fucking name?
I
I
knew
was
his first
thinking
name was Mike,
Merrill.
but I was looking, I was seeing,
Merrill,
no,
like that's
I
not
was
it.
thinking Mike, but in my head, I was seeing fucking Nate McMillan for some reason.
That's a name from the throwbacks. What I get? 2 points, 2.5 points.
You got 3 points.
Bullshit, I need to have something.
Found tater tots in my pocket.
Darius, question number 6.
Mm-hmm.
Which Knicks rookie scored 31 points in his debut game in 2005?
Next rookie.
Next rookie.
Uh,
Get it? Never gonna get it.
Bargnani.
No.
2005.
Y'all are not going to get it.
Steve Novak.
No.
I know my players, man. Fuck, it wasn't him.
Yes, Christopher.
Was it Jeremy Lin?
It was not Jeremy Lin.
Hell no. I know it wasn't
You
him.
said scored 31 in his debut.
Debut. Yeah.
In 2005.
Oh, I might know it now. No. That was before his time. He came in the league before that.
Yes,
What's
Sean.
up, Sean?
Raymond Felton.
It was not Raymond Felton. Yes, Blair.
Steve Francis.
No, it was not Steve.
All right, I'm gonna ask you this because I'm still just trying to
He was
figure.
a rookie.
Are you
He was a
saying this is
rookie.
a rookie debut, right?
Yes.
Or was it just a
Oh.
Knicks debut? Rookie
No.
debut?
It was his rookie debut.
Oh, five.
Rookie debut.
Damn. Cause he
Y'all
was
are
already in the league.
Y'all are never going to get it.
He was already in the fucking league.
You're not going to get it. You're not.
All right, well, what is it? What is it,
No,
my
no,
girl?
no, 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 no.
Oh.
Hold on.
Okay. You can
2003
still guess. You won't get any
LeBron.
points for it, but you can take the
I
points away
got
from
one
them.
more. Can I get?
I'm
I
trying
got
to
one more
think.
try, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
Blair, you have
we
one
still
more
gotta
person.
try.
2005.
2005. Rookie debut.
Nate Robinson.
It was not Nate Robinson.
Good
Good
one.
guess.
Well done.
Good guess.
Oh, 5.
Man.
Y'all aren't going to get it.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna give up.
All right, go ahead.
This person's name is Channing Frye.
What? This nigga scored
No way,
31 in the
Channing Frye
debut.
scored 31 when he first.
Come on,
Gotcha.
Wow.
Yeah.
We gotta look that up.
Gotcha.
crazy.
That's crazy. I forgot Channing Frye even played for the Knicks. I ain't gonna hold you.
That's how I
Okay.
knew y'all wasn't
I ain't
get
gonna
it.
hold you.
That's how
All
I
right,
knew y'all was not gonna get it.
next question.
I forgot he even played for the Knicks. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Okay, D number 7. What year did
Uh-huh.
the Knicks last win an NBA championship?
1977.
No.
Oh, it's in the 70s. Fucking. 1975.
No.
Damn.
Yes,
first.
Blair.
73.
It was 1973.
Damn.
A long
Blair
ass
saw
time.
that game. Blair saw that game.
And nigga was sitting courtside.
You
Seats were
boys are
$50.
hilarious for that.
Seats were
Him and Stephen
$50.
A.
Y'all not gonna do my boy like that.
Nowhere close to that age. Y'all so funny.
$50.
Him,
You get a bag.
him,
You
Steve,
get a bag
him,
of
Stephen A.
popcorn
and
for
Spike
38
Lee.
cents.
Him, Stephen A. and Spike Lee was sitting the courtside.
All right, D. Who was the
All right.
Knicks GM during that controversial Eddie Curry trade in 2005?
Damn, who was the GM? I told you I wasn't gonna fucking know this shit. Knicks was an embarrassment back.
Yeah,
They were terrible for a long
And
time.
since I don't know, shout out to my boy Eddie Curry, man. You know what I'm saying? He got raped on that child support shit. Uh, who was the owner?
The GM.
Oh, the GM.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just throw a white name out there. Who is Bob Dolan?
No, it was not.
That sounds like
No.
somebody who owned an NBA team.
It's just naming people.
Who was? Who was? Tony Soprano, nigga. I don't know. I don't
Sean
know.
had his hand up
I
first.
have.
Yes,
All right, I
Sean.
get 2 guesses, right?
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
First guess is Isaiah Thomas.
And that guess is correct. It was Isaiah
He was the
Thomas.
GM.
He
That's
was
why
the
we fucking
Yes.
suck.
They did give him that role
He
for a
brought you.
moment.
He brought you to. He brought you to. He brought you Eddie Curry, man.
He was
Wiping knows
the
wiping.
Tell,
GM.
tell, tell me what the fuck that did for me, Chris. Not a damn thing. Got me watching Eddie Curry on Vlad TV.
All right. And what year did the Knicks draft Christoph Porzingis?
Ooh.
2017.
No.
Close.
Mm-hmm.
How many years has that nigga been in the league?
2016.
No.
Damn.
Yes,
Don't know.
Blair.
Close.
2015.
It was 2015.
That's crazy.
He just was like, I'm gonna go after that.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go on ahead.
Ain't nothing you could do.
Okay, last question.
All right.
Which Knicks player won NBA Most Improved Player Award in 2021?
2021. Porzingis was gone.
Mm-hmm.
John has got his hand up, shaking.
I see him in the
I
corner of
know.
my eye.
I know the
I
answer
saw
too.
him in the corner.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. I just remembered his first name. Yes.
You got it easy.
Tom was already first.
2021.
2021.
Frank Ntilikina.
No.
Ooh, that's a good guess though.
He trash.
Me and my husband met this player on a trip we went to in the new
Real.
city that he was playing for. Mm-hmm.
2021. Motherfucking Julius Randle.
It was Julius Randle.
Oh,
That
you
was
met
a long
Julius.
20, 30 seconds.
Oh, y'all met
Nigga, I got
Julius.
like 3 right. What the fuck?
That was long, man. Cut me in and cut it out.
Damn.
It's okay.
Damn.
You got comeback questions during NBA time, D.
Hey, I'm good.
Questions. You can get
I'm
it.
good. I'm good,
Yeah.
baby. It's all right. The Knicks always let me down.
Next up to bat
Gotta be Chris.
is the Lakers and Sean.
I'm about to be trash.
Yeah, let me steal some of these, motherfuckers.
Are you
Yeah,
will?
I still whatever he don't find it figure out.
Sean,
Okay.
Yeah.
what year did the Lakers move from Minneapolis to Los Angeles?
You said at the beginning of the show. Oh my God. Okay, 2 guesses. Let's say, damn, you know this some bullshit. Damn, you straight lied to me, man. That's
I'm gonna
dirt.
say is,
That's dirt.
She like you old enough to remember all of it. She like
hey,
you should be
Nigga, I
right in
was
the
in
middle
my
of
my
the
daddy ball
I,
drop when these niggas move, bruh.
I ain't gonna lie. I used to have a Mitchell and Ness jersey from then. That's
Okay,
crazy.
I'm gonna guess 68.
No. Very close.
Mm.
Hmm. 65.
No.
All righty, that's my two.
You
Oh
was
shit,
Yes,
first.
Blair.
I was here first.
Mm. It was Darius. What's your
Yes,
67.
22, Chris?
What?
I don't know his
I
background, but
was
if you
like
go,
this the whole time.
it was,
Oh,
Oh, then
sorry.
go ahead.
Your
If Darius
yeah.
background.
had it, go ahead.
I can't see your hand. Your background is
Go
Oh,
ahead,
my bad,
Darius.
my bad,
Go
my
ahead.
bad. Hold
If
on,
you had it, go ahead, bro.
yeah,
hold
because of
on.
your
Let me
background. I
change.
can't see your. I couldn't see your hand.
I got you. Let me take it off real quick.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
I'm gonna go with 1968,
No.
and then I'm gonna go with 1966.
No. No.
Blair.
I had to
Yes,
guess.
Blair.
All right, 67,
No.
70.
No.
Mm.
He's out of there.
Oh
Yes,
Lord,
Christopher.
I know now.
1964,
No.
No,
Got
I
one
know
more,
what it
buddy.
is. I know what it
58.
is.
Nope.
No,
No.
Nobody
it's
got it.
it's
Sean had it.
1969.
It's
So I'm gonna go
69.
with 63.
No, it was
69.
1960.
That
Oh,
was
I thought about
boozy,
saying that
man.
shit.
Y'all niggas said
I knew.
every single year, but no.
I
I
really
went
thought about
70. I
saying
should have
that.
said 60.
I really thought
Damn.
about saying that, but I was like, see this. Damn.
All right, Sean.
Yep.
Sean, it's easier now, Sean. That was the
All
one. All
right.
right,
That
I
was
let it off.
hard.
Nah, fuck that.
I let it off on you, and now it's gonna be easy now, Sean.
All right.
Okay?
All right.
You got my
What
word.
day?
All right.
What day did they draw the letter L for the Lakers?
Let's go.
Shut up. All right. Who did the Lakers defeat in the 2010 NBA Finals?
My hand was up.
I'll get two chances though. Hold on.
Yeah, my boy got it. Dang.
Damn,
Right.
2010. Hold on. See, I gotta remember where I was at first. All right,
He
let
was
me.
in.
I was about to make a joke, but I'm gonna
I
I,
was
save it for
locked
after
up.
the
Yeah, I
cameras
was
off.
locked up. So hold on.
I wasn't gonna let your business out the street. But
Yeah, I was locked
Exactly.
up.
Come on now,
The
y'all had radio
Celtics.
in that motherfucker.
he got it.
The
He got
Celtics.
it.
It was Boston, yes.
You got it.
Chris is ready
Damn,
to
you see
say
what I'm
it.
saying?
He
Damn.
was
I had
in
to fight
jail,
for the
nigga.
TV. You feel me?
I'm like, bro, if he don't hurry up and say Boston, we gonna have a
Bruh.
problem.
Nigga,
My boy was in
I was
jail.
locked up.
You gotta give him some
Sean was in
time.
that bitch.
Hey.
Hey, I got 2 Rice
He
Krispies.
had
I
to
need the TV
remember
from
where he
8:30
was
to
in
Yeah,
9:30,
2010.
dog.
Y'all give my boy
I
a
need the first
second.
half.
Look, Brianna saw me pause. I was like, "You was it?"
He was in jail.
yeah,
Oh, my.
yeah. I
Sean
had to
shoot.
remember where I was at, bruh.
Sean had to
Like,
shoot fades to watch the third quarter, nigga. What you talking
Y'all
about?
get out my boy's face. He needed to say, all
Hey,
right, Sean.
let's
Who was
go.
the Lakers' primary starting point guard during the 2000-2002 season?
Hold on. I gotta understand. 2000. Reword. Say it again, because I don't
Who
know if you
was their
said.
starting?
Hold on.
Who
The
was
reason
their
why I'm asking
primary?
it because I don't know if you said 2002 or 2000 and 2002.
From 2000 to 2002. Who was
Okay.
their primary point guard?
2000, 2002.
Mm-hmm.
Ron Harper.
No.
Mm.
Uh, 2000. Hold on. Oh shit. Hold on, that's a trick question. Hold on, because that might be Nick
What the
Van. I'm not. This is
son?
not my answer. It might
Okay.
be Nick Van Axel,
I was first.
but it might be Brian Shaw or Byron Scott.
Uh,
Well, why would you say all of them names?
because
Because
he's
I'm about to guess it right. I'm feeling the energy. They all bald head niggas. Crystal ball. Damn. Let me go with final 2002. Let me go with Brian Shaw.
no.
Nope.
Damn.
Yes, Christopher.
Derek Fisher.
It was Derek.
Come on,
What are you
man.
doing,
Come
Come
son?
on,
on,
Sean. What are you
man.
doing, man?
For
You just
real,
tricked
bro.
yourself
You
out the
said
game.
I
all
had
the
Derek
dudes
Fisher at
except for
first. I
Derek
went too
Come
Fisher.
far
on,
back.
You
Sean.
forgetting your
Come on.
question, bro.
Come
You
on,
forgot the
Man,
man.
you
Derek Fisher's
forgot the
trash.
They
main you
made Chris
forgot the
Scott
main bald head nigga.
Right,
Right.
bro.
Come on, Derek Fisher
What?
played for like 20 seasons.
Chris
Man,
got it.
that's
They
Ain't
said,
crazy.
come
no
on,
fucking way,
Sean.
Come
I know
dog.
on,
you don't want to.
man. Come
Ain't no
on,
way,
man.
dog.
Damn.
They said, come
You
on,
talking about
Sean.
damn.
Damn.
All right.
I just knew. I thought
Damn.
he was. I ain't gonna lie. I
I
They
thought he was
mad
knew
at
he
you
was
for
I
gonna
was
answering
say
dead
it.
that
Why
You
serious.
you
thought he
ain't
was gonna say
answer?
all the other
I
bald
thought
head
you
dudes and be
yes, I
like
thought you were
Derek
saying
Fisher.
all the other niggas that was gonna be like Derek Fisher. Nigga
I thought he
said
Nope,
was. I
I
thought
ain't
this
think
nigga
nigga
that.
was
said
joking.
nigga said Agent
I
47.
thought
And
he
What
was
the
then he
gonna
fuck?
say
said a
Derek
trick
Fisher and
question. I'm like,
shit.
oh, he done tricked
No.
himself. He done tricked himself.
There you go.
Hell yeah.
Okay, Sean. What year did the Lakers draft Magic Johnson?
Come on,
79.
man.
Yes, 1979.
How you remember that shit? That shit from like 30 years ago.
There
Cause
you
he got a show,
go.
bro. He had a whole damn show. Dang. That nigga got his own Netflix show.
Oh my God, y'all get on my nerves.
Derek,
Oh,
if you would have said who was the nigga that be cheating, and taking niggas bitches and shit, I said, yeah, Derek Fisher.
oh my gosh. Okay.
Damn.
Oh,
That's hilarious.
okay. Who was traded for Pau Gasol in 2008?
That's another trick question. But his own fucking brother, Mark.
Yes, it was Marc
Mhm.
Gasol. Okay. Who was the Lakers head coach before Phil Jackson took over in 1999?
Damn, 99 before Phil. Damn. See, I ain't gonna say too many names like y'all. But 99 before Phil.
Like us, you the one
You
that said all
the
the
one that
names.
said four
You the one
names.
that said all the names every time, bro.
Come
What
on,
you
you was
talking
like
about?
Larry,
Hold
Curly, Mo,
on, bro.
Alvin, Theodore. You know.
Let's go with damn
Y'all
before
make me
Phil.
sick.
I get two credit, right? Kurt
Yes.
Rambis.
Cat Rambis. Who
No,
is
no, no,
that?
no, 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 no.
No.
Rudy, fucking Italian name dish. Terriani or some shit like
That
that.
ain't it. That
No,
ain't it.
His name is Rudy Perry. Man, y'all know what the fuck it is. Come
that's
on,
not
I
man.
that's
was.
not it. That's not even
I was.
close
Okay,
to it.
good. All right, I said
But
my.
I am gonna let you get another one because Kurt Rambis was there before in
Oh, here go a
1999, right
Darius one.
before. Yeah, he was there, but
What?
that's not the answer.
Hey, I'm gonna be like Darius. I don't get something for that.
No.
Nope. Cause you just
Oh,
like me.
okay.
Nope.
Okay.
I'm after Chris. I'm
Here we
just
go.
playing.
Hold
Hey
on.
man, that is too.
It's a white dude though.
You
Hold
heard it
on.
too, but she said she gonna give
She
him
gave
another
him the
one
Kurt
because
Rambis, just
Oh,
like I got the Mike D'Antoni.
Um, it wasn't Magic. Um, damn, it wasn't Rudy. What year was this again?
1999.
Yep. Yeah.
Damn.
It was right before
Uh,
y'all won.
uh, 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 Dunleavy.
No.
Damn. Okay. I'm out.
Thank you,
Who
Sean.
Chris
You
ain't?
were on it with this Rudy Tom Janovich.
No.
I
It's
got
not
him.
too Rudy Tom Janovich.
No.
That was
Oh,
the
what?
name though.
It's the
That was
white
the right
dude.
name, though. Yeah, I'm remembering what he
Yeah, that's how you say that. It's the white dude with the white hair. Oh, what is his name?
Oh, I'm gonna
You
just
know
say
his
his name.
name.
I
I don't
know
know
his
his
name
I'm
name.
because
at the
I'm next.
Blair. I'm at the Blair. I know it.
It's the white dude with
Sean,
the
you
white
can't
Feel
hair.
score no
like
I
more.
like
I'm
can't
Phil
think
next.
of his
Donahue.
name.
Y'all
Uh,
Phil Donahue.
I don't know. You can go to Blair. I don't know
Okay,
his name.
Blair.
But thanks
Jerry
for that.
West.
Who?
Jerry West.
No, sir.
Oh,
No. The
The
white.
bad part is I forgot Buddy's
Oh,
name.
Larry Brown.
No, it was not Larry.
no,
Larry Brown was later on. Oh.
Damn,
he's
that was
not.
my
Man,
He's
that
guess,
was, he
not.
was
But
Blair.
an
Chris
LA
is right
coach.
with the dude what he looked like.
Yes, it's just.
Okay,
He's not a
Darius.
Is it?
well-known coach.
Oh,
He's
it's
not a
not a
well-known
well-known
coach.
coach. I don't know. I'm gonna
No,
just name some old white dudes. Who is Jerry Sloan?
No.
Who
Dang.
is
Chris right with the dude what he looked like.
you know
I
who
look
I'm talking. I
Chris?
don't know his name though. White with white
Phil
hair.
Donahue.
Who is Jeff Hornacek?
No.
All right, what was his name?
His
Yeah, 'cause
name was Del Harris.
Dale
yeah,
Harris.
I
Yep.
wouldn't. I wouldn't have guessed that.
Dale
Yep.
Harris. That's the dude.
Yep.
yes. I
Phil
That
couldn't
Donahue
think of
is
his
looked
name for
the
wrong.
shit.
dude.
I couldn't think of his name for nothing. But I know exactly what he looks like.
Yeah, see, y'all ain't even get stealing my shit. Y'all know
Mm-mm.
this.
I'm like,
Yeah,
Jerry
yeah,
didn't
yeah,
coach,
yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
I
Go
only
ahead,
thought of
Brian.
Jerry when
Brian,
he
with the
said
next
white hair. I'm like,
question.
Jerry West, but I'm like,
You
Jerry
still
didn't
got
coach.
some left, nigga.
You do. You got
Mhm.
4 questions left. Number 7.
Mhm.
Who hit the game-winning tip-in against the Spurs in Game 5 of the 2004 Western Conference semifinals?
Tip in.
Game winner.
Tip in.
Tip-in. It was 0.4 seconds on the clock.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh,
It was
oh.
not Shaquille O'Neal.
She said tip in, not jumper.
It was
But fuck it, because he was just that clutch. Robert Horry.
no.
That's it for me.
You let those guys go.
It was
Not-
Darius. Darius was hand that was first.
Karl Malone.
No, it was not Carl.
Like this nigga drunk, bro.
What?
He did play for LA at one
He
point. I get
Yeah,
that.
did,
he
but
was
not
there.
no championship. That was our
She said 04, right?
Yeah.
04 Western Conference
Yeah.
semifinals.
Y'all didn't win that year. Y'all lost to the Lakers. I mean, y'all lost to the Pistons.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Carl was on that team.
He was.
It was not Carl.
It wasn't Carl.
Damn. Was it? It wasn't Kobe.
It was not Kobe.
No, I wasn't guessing Kobe.
I know it wasn't your guess,
Oh.
but I'm saying no, it was not.
I'ma just guess. Shit, another nigga, old nigga who was on that team.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
I don't think it was that nigga though. Rick Fox.
Hell no, it was not Rick Fox. Okay.
Man.
Yes. Chris Blair. Sorry, Blair.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
Blair.
I forgot your
Fisher.
name was up, Blair. I see now. All right, yes, Blair.
I appreciate it. Derek Fisher.
It was Derek Fisher.
Come on, baby. The famous point
Yep.
four. Yeah.
Yes.
That wasn't a
Famous.
tip
Yes.
in.
When they called it a tip in because he just
They
caught it
did.
and threw it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sean, that's the game
Another
when he
trick
threw it up and he
question.
ran out the he ran
Yeah,
out of
I
the
didn't think they
stadium.
considered that. No, I thought they considered that a shot. I didn't know
But
they
it
thought it
was
was
considered
a
the
it a
shot
tip
too.
famous
in.
point
How?
four. Like that was the whole point 4.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Can
I
you
know
get a
that.
shot off in point 4? Like it was a
Yeah, the
shit.
tip in
0.4
threw me
seconds
off.
left on the clock.
Yeah, it was Derek
No, the
Fisher, man.
tip in. Yeah, the tip in part threw me off.
Yep. Let
Yeah.
go.
It's a trick question. But go ahead, Sean.
Okay, I'm glad y'all agree.
Okay, Sean.
Come on, Sean. You
And-
missed Derek twice. I don't know if those are tricks or not.
You had 2
So,
Derek Fishers on there.
couple Derek Fisher questions.
In 1982, the Lakers selected this player with the number 1 overall pick.
James Worthy.
Yes, sir. Which Lakers rookie had a triple-double in his second NBA game in 2017?
2017. Triple-double.
He was a rookie. It was his second game.
Come on, Chris. This nigga dirty.
Hey, I'm sorry. I had that hand up low.
2017.
I had that.
Hold
I
on.
had that hand
Let's
up
go
first.
back. Oh, hold on. 2017. I'm thinking 207. 17. So that's 8 years ago. Who the fuck we drafted? You said a what? A triple double?
Uh-huh.
Ball.
What's his name?
Lonzo.
Okay, yes. It's about 7 balls. I need you to be specific.
Oh, okay. My fault.
Damn.
I would have got it wrong
knew that
anyway
one.
because I wasn't
I
thinking
knew
that.
that one.
I was thinking
All right,
D'Angelo Russell.
Sean, your last question.
Okay.
Who was the Lakers head coach before Darvin Ham took over in 2022?
Ain't that a bitch?
Oh, I was first for sure.
I saw you.
Damn.
I'm after that, so
I might still get it wrong. Shit.
See, I can just see the nigga's face. I can't see his name.
I'm after Darius. So if Sean don't get it, and Darius,
I'm probably hold on. He just got fired again. Oh, damn! It started with a V. Frank Vogel.
Yes, Sean. Yes,
Damn.
This nigga got it.
Yes, Sean.
Good job.
Yes, Sean.
Okay.
I knew that shit.
But
Fuck.
out of all the Lakers in the world, Derek Fisher get 2.
I can't ask you questions about
He
easy
is not
niggas, Sean.
great.
I'm not asking you questions about Kobe Bryant and LeBron
Okay.
James. Shaq.
I
I'm not
respect
asking
it.
them
No, those
niggas.
was good questions. I should have got that shit right.
This is about to
Goddamn
be
I don't know about the
interesting.
tip one, but I should have got the other one right. Ball head.
young Christopher.
This
The
is
tip
about to
one,
be
I probably should have, but that's
interesting.
what they had said it was. They said it
Nah,
was.
you right. You right. That was a good one.
That's real.
That
That's
was
real.
my fault.
Yeah,
That's what they
that was
said
a
it
good one.
I never know they considered it a tip in. That's crazy.
Derek Fisher.
Big Dirk.
Now it's time for Christopher and his Chicago
The
Bulls.
Bulls.
No, get your face excited, bitch.
Stealing. It's swiper time.
Okay, Christopher. Which
She gonna hate with this.
NBA team did the Bulls defeat in the 1996 NBA Finals?
The Jazz.
No, it was not the Utah Jazz.
It's the Sonics.
Yes, it was the Seattle Supersonics. What was the Bulls' record during their historic 1995-96 season?
I will fuss.
You
After
was,
Chris.
but I'm after you.
72-10.
It was 72-10.
My boy.
Talking about easy.
Which former Florida Gator star was drafted by the Bulls in 2007?
Joakim Noah.
It was Joakim Noah. Before Michael Jordan, who was the Bulls' all-time leading scorer?
Oh. Is it Evan Dantley?
No.
LeBron James.
Before Jordan. There was, what is his name? I can't think of his name.
Damn.
It's not Pip. Before Michael Jordan.
It's not
His
Pip.
name. No, it's not Pip because this is before Jordan. I can't think of his name. Thought it was Dantley, but it's not.
Your
Dantley.
time is running out.
You can go ahead and go to somebody else that's not gonna know the answer.
Okay. Would any of you like to interject here?
Charles Oakley.
No.
He was on the team, but no.
Uh,
Craig Hodges.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
I'm
The
done.
Bulls
Is
before
it
Jordan.
Evan Dantley?
No, sir.
Evan?
Man, you done, bro? You done?
I'm trying to think. I
You can
I
go ahead
know
and tell us,
this.
Brianna.
But you can go ahead and tell us because we don't know.
It was Bob Love.
yeah.
Mm.
I knew I should have just said some shit. I might have said that.
You know Bob Love?
No, he would
Hell
have
no.
made some up.
I'd have made that shit up and been right. I'd have got off.
Who hit the game-winning shot in the 1993 NBA Finals against the Phoenix Suns?
John Paxson
It was John Paxson.
Dayton,
from Dayton,
Ohio.
Ohio.
That's right.
Who replaced Michael Jordan at shooting guard after his second retirement in 1999?
After his second retirement, his first one was Spuddy, and then second one. Uh, this is my first stab at it. Ron Mercer.
It was Ron Mercer.
Ron
Yeah.
Mercer.
That was a kind of a tough one, but good job.
Who did the Bulls trade to acquire Tyrese Thomas on draft night in 2006?
Was it Eldon Brand?
No, sir.
Who did the
Y'all
Bulls
going
trade?
crazy over there, ain't
Easy work.
To
he? Gave
acquire
half the
Tyrese
answer.
Thomas. And you said 2006?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Buddy went to LSU.
What the fuck, Sean?
No, that's Tyrese Thomas.
Tyrese Thomas went to
Oh.
LSU.
Darius.
About to say, what the fuck?
Right.
Nah,
The
I got
brotherly
you.
love.
Chris don't
I'm
know.
saying Eddie Curry.
It was not Eddie Curry. Yes, Sean.
Tyson Chandler.
No, sir.
See, you thought.
He was so excited about it. I thought he had it.
I don't. Damn.
It wasn't Elton Brand.
All right, I got one more.
Yes, sir.
Ben Gordon.
It was not Ben Gordon.
Damn.
Yes,
It's
Gary.
much later.
You said, say the question one more time.
Who did the Bulls trade to acquire Tyrese Thomas on draft night in 2006?
Tyrese Thomas. That's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
He was a bum.
Yes.
Y'all drafted like 4 bums in a row.
Y'all should have kept this.
bum.
Y'all should have kept this nigga.
Mm.
2006.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Kevin Martin.
No.
I remember Tyrese Thomas.
It was, and they should have kept him.
Hey, can I say who I think it is?
Yes.
You don't get no
Elton
point.
Brand?
No.
You
Oh.
said Elton Brand already.
That
I
was
did
the
say
first
Elton Brand.
person.
Okay,
you
well, I don't know
said.
who it was.
It was, I don't know.
Go ahead.
It was LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yes.
What could have been?
Because they already had Tyson Chandler and they was trying to. It was
Yeah.
some stupid shit.
Mhm.
That would have been a nice 2-man combination. That was dumb. But go ahead.
In 2007, the Bulls swept which defending NBA champion team in the first round of the playoffs?
They were defending champions?
That was me.
That
Oh,
was
okay.
me.
That was me.
In 2000 and what now?
2007.
2007, we swept the team that was the NBA champions from 2006.
It look like you looking up something, brother.
Ah,
No,
that was
I'm
me,
I
man.
looking.
was already there, man.
Mm,
That was
hold
me.
It look
That
like
was
you looking
me for
up
sure.
something, G.
That was me,
on.
man.
That was
Why
me,
you looking this
man.
way
The
now? Hold
Detroit
up,
Pistons.
man.
It was not the Pistons.
He
Okay,
out of time.
2000. That's my first answer, sir.
That was
You
mine,
still got a
man. I was
time limit?
before Darius.
No, you was
2006.
not.
If we swept them in the first round, it has to be on the East.
Good God.
Time
Oh,
is
that
running
time
out.
was.
You do it, Alex.
Time is
Look,
up. I got
extra
it,
to
man.
the
Come
second
That's on
power.
on.
me. That's
Come
on me,
on.
dog. That's
Come
on
on.
me.
It was me.
I don't know.
It was me. It
No,
was
I
me.
know it was me.
The time ain't up yet.
Yes.
It's about to be up.
The Nets.
No.
No.
The Nets
Yes.
ain't win no championship.
I know they didn't.
It ain't
I'm trying to
me.
think of
It's
somebody.
me.
Yes, Darius.
Ah!
The Miami Heat.
It was the
Come
Miami
on.
Heat.
Yeah, they did win the championship that year. Yeah, that's right.
I
Come
was stepping.
on.
It was me, dog.
That was me.
Which Bulls player won the NBA Sixth Man of the Year award in 2005?
In 2005.
I was up
Okay.
before him that time.
I
Yeah,
did
you
see
was.
Blair. I
You was
did.
up. You was up. Just want to make sure I'm in
Uh,
that.
um, Jamal Crawford
No, it was not Jamal.
in 2005. Ron Artest.
It was not Ron.
Can you repeat the question?
Yes.
Mm.
Which Bulls player won the NBA Sixth Man of the Year award in 2005? Yes,
He's
Blair.
behind me.
Ben Gordon.
Good
It was
answer.
Ben Gordon.
Yeah, that's who it was.
Damn, Chris.
Yep. I forgot. Bruh, I'm thinking
Come on, how
of the
you missed that?
Bulls.
I take it. Ben Gordon that's where he won and got
I
all
think
the
Blair
draft
might
stuff.
win this shit tonight.
Don't forget, y'all got extra 5 points on these WNBA
WNBA questions.
Yeah. Well,
Not
Blair, I
you.
guess you're not gonna win tonight.
Exactly.
Snatch.
Dang, Blair.
What the
No
fuck?
faith in you at all.
The boy dirt. Hey, Sean said
Hey,
that.
I'm with you, bro. We on the same boat. I don't know
Nah,
that.
nah. You try to switch it up.
I don't know that shit either, bro.
All right, Christopher, your last question. Which team did the Bulls face in the legendary 7-game playoff series in 2009?
2009.
Caught you slipping with that one, didn't you?
Yeah, she did, but it was the Cleveland Cavaliers.
No.
In a 7-game series?
That nigga's face is hilarious.
What if you hurt?
He said that shit cocky as fuck.
I thought it was bruh, because I'm like Derrick Rose,
This
LeBron.
shit ain't as easy as you thought it was gonna be.
Ew. You said 2009, right?
Yes.
It wasn't the Heat because they didn't make the playoffs in 2009. Brown was there 2010. I'm only thinking about there wasn't 7 games when they played. When he was at the Heat. I'm gonna say the Pacers.
No, it was not the Pacers. Yes,
Mhm.
Darius.
My two guesses could be wrong. Was it the Magic?
It was not the Orlando Magic.
All right. Was it the Celtics?
It was the Boston Celtics.
Trash.
Hey, I got 2 guesses.
All right. What's the score looking like?
What you mean? We still got more questions.
Got the other
I'm going to give
questions,
you your
sir.
score after. Well, right now, before we do the extra credit.
Last.
I'm in last.
No, I'm in last.
Nah, you stole some points.
I did. I don't think I stole enough though.
Yeah, I don't know if I stole enough. Yeah, I just missed a
Chris,
whole bunch.
man, you had them layups.
I just missed a whole bunch.
I believe me and Darius was the hardest.
Yes. She asked me, what's the time in Costa Rica
Oh,
and Spain?
it's up. So the score is as follows. In last place, we have a tie. Sean and Darius with 21 points.
Fuck
In
out of shit.
first place, there is a tie with Chris and Blair with 30 points.
Oh, it ain't out of
So
reach
this
though.
is anybody's game for
It ain't out of
real.
reach. It ain't out of reach.
The rules are as follow for extra credit. I have 5 WNBA questions. I'm going to need you to turn your cameras off because if you know the question, you'll turn your camera back on and that is who will get to answer the question first. You only get one shot at the question. If you do not know the answer and you get it wrong,
Correct.
sorry, it's over for you.
Damn.
All right. And like I said, these are easy WNBA questions, y'all. Y'all know I could go hard. So this is easy. Y'all ready?
Yes.
Ready as we gonna be.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Our first question of the night. Who was the #1 overall pick in the 2004 WNBA draft? Yes, Darius.
Candace Parker.
It was not Candace Parker.
Damn.
Yes, Sean was on the screen next.
Shamika Hoslaw.
It was not Tamika Kosa. Yes, Blair.
Diana Taurasi.
It was Diana Taurasi.
See, he thought he wasn't gonna get none.
Okay,
That was a good shot.
have your finger on the trigger for this next question. Which WNBA player became the first woman to dunk in a WNBA game? I think it was Sean.
No.
Yes, sir.
No.
Yeah.
Yes,
Lisa
Sean.
Leslie.
It was Lisa Leslie.
Come on. Ah.
Sorry, that's who I saw.
Get me in there.
Okay. #3. Who won WNBA Rookie of the Year and MVP in the same season in 2008? Yes, Blair.
Maya Moore.
No, sir.
Don't have a clue.
Yes,
Okay.
Christopher.
Candace Parker.
It was Candace
I
Parker.
almost said Candace Parker,
Man.
but I'm like, not 08. Man.
All right, #4. Which player won Defensive Player of the Year 5 times in the 2000s? Yes, Christopher.
Tamika Catchings.
It was Tamika Catchings.
I'd have got that shit wrong.
And last but not least, in what year did Maya Moore win her WNBA MVP? Yes, Sean.
2020.
No, sir.
Yes.
Yes, Darius.
2011.
No, sir. Yes, Blair.
2016.
No, sir. Yes, Christopher.
It's 2015.
No, sir.
Hmm.
The correct answer is 2014.
Damn.
2014.
That's it.
Chris
Ah,
won.
Jiminy Crickets.
Chris won because
Chris
of
won.
Candace Parker.
Chris did win with 40 points.
Candace Parker.
Sean, you had 26. Darius had 21. And Blair had 35.
Damn.
Damn. Smoke.
Hey, every dog tucks his tail one day. It's my day today. I'll be back, you mother suckers.
Great game, fellas.
Great game,
That was a good one.
guys. I will take a win when I can.
Come on, man. That's garbage.
First of all, he sucked at his own trivia, so he only won off of y'all.
Yep, I did.
Exactly.
I did.
So he don't know the Bulls, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
I told you
That's what I
I
said,
got
y'all.
2 teams. But thank y'all for watching.
He couldn't have told us shit about the Cavs either.
Hey, I knew the first half. This second half, she came with it.
Wouldn't been no LeBron.
Didn't need to be. Probably Brad Doherty, Mark Price, those guys. Thank y'all for watching. Continue to like, share, subscribe. I hope y'all enjoyed the game because we most certainly did. Had a couple laughs. Continue to take care of yourselves. And Darius, what else they got to do?
Say fuck the Bengals and take care of your kids.
Fuck that first part. Deuces, y'all. Too bad the Steelers got an old man playing.
I don't give a fuck, man. We better than y'all.